Change is happening.
Change is happening.
Change is happening.
And it's real.
Damn real.
I feel it.
I feel it. Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is our time.
It's why I came.
It's why I came.
That's why I'm here.
We are the future.
We are the future.
Not only is it the return of the Ultimate X match, but Destination X will be remembered as the beginning of the rise of the machine guns.
The reason I came back to TNA is to reignite the flame of the X Division. And on this historic night, I tell the world that I and I alone will carry the X Division to the highest of heights.
This post-match beating was brought to you by Mr. Anderson. What you gonna do, AJ? What you gonna do, Flair? What you gonna do when the monster abyss runs wild on you? Now is our time.
The future has arrived.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents Destination X.
Live from Orlando, Florida. You want Magnus in March? Well, you've come to the right place. The X Division takes center stage. It's the return of the high-wire spectacle, Ultimate X. Plus, AJ Styles defends the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against the monster of the ring, Abyss. That and much more tonight at Destination X.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest. A ladder match to determine the X Division's #1 contender. To win, a wrestler must climb the ladder and retrieve the contract. Introducing first from Malibu, California, Kendrick.
Only appropriate on a night when the X Division takes the spotlight. We open Destination X with a four-way with a title shot hanging in the balance.
The next participant from Brooklyn, New York, Amazing Red.
Well, Amazing Red, former X Division champion. And I dare you to go all over the world. Try to find an athlete, a pro wrestler that brings the energy Amazing Red brings.
From the City of Angels,
Well, I hope you had the opportunity to check out TNA's terrific Before the Bell special. It aired on DirecTV 101. It was our pre-show. The comments from this man, Daniel, about the history of the X Division show his true passion. And as he recently emphasized, I am X.
Well, Daniels has no confidence problem.
and finally from Southern California, Kazarian.
I gotta say, Mike, since Kazarian has returned here to TNA, this man has been on point, man. He has been looking sharp as a tack.
Kazarian walked away from the wrestling business after feeling that he let TNA down in the World X Cup. That shows just how serious these athletes are about representing the X Division and TNA.
Well, especially Kazarian, one of his trades. He's a very, the short time I know him, and there's the contract, by the way, to be the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. But Kazarian, the short time I know him, notice he's a very proud, loaded with pride, this guy. Well, here we go.
And we are underway. Opening match at Destination X. And that TNA title shot and the actual contract hangs in the balance high above the ring. Got to use the ladder to take it down. As soon as you pull that clipboard down, you get the title shot. Kazarian right on point, right on target with the drop kick, and then Red with the baseball slide.
Yeah, you know what? If it's your first time, ladies and gentlemen, witnessing an X Division match, I mean, don't blink, but stuff happens quick and very impressive fashion. Whoa! Told you.
Running clothesline, courtesy of Kazarian, and Daniels out to the floor. Keep your eyes on the guy in the ring. Amazing Red, watch him fly.
Yeah. Good God! Does Red live up to his moniker as amazing? You damn right. Look at Kendrick now.
Yeah, openings there for Brian Kendrick with the other three competitors out on the arena floor. He immediately gets the ladder into play, going to try and go up and take down the contract, but get cuts off by Kazarian.
Oh, you can see the angst that both these men here have to get up that ladder to get that contract. Oh! Looks like Daniels did. That's the thing. I mean, it's smart. If you see the window of opportunity open up to climb that ladder and get a hold of that contract, that #1 contender contract, you got to go get it. Uh-oh.
And now that that ladder's in position and in place, you're not going to have as much time to worry about as far as taking your people out of play. That ladder's already there. You just go right up the ladder, take down the contract. Ooh. Oh, Red avoids the contact of the ladder, and then the drop kick directly into the ladder that goes right into Daniels.
And there goes Amazing Red. He's gonna get that contract.
Oh. How close can you be? He had his hand right on the clipboard.
Brian Kendrick, one step ahead there. How quick Kendrick and Red. You can see how important it is for one of these men to become the #1 contender.
Well, Red just took Kendrick and brought him down directly off the ladder. Backs him into the corner repeatedly and then connects with the kick.
You can hear the impact of Kendrick's foot meeting Red's face.
Oh. Slingshot move in, brings Kazarian, who lands back first on the ladder.
Looks like his hamstring. Look, Kazarian's hamstring might have caught the edge of the steel, one of the steel rungs of the ladder.
And that could cause him problems later on in this match when it comes to climbing the ladder.
Absolutely. We don't know the extent of the injury, if Kazarian even has an injury. Oh.
Back to the judo playbook, that time for Daniels with that STO takedown.
Yeah, it's a back sweep, and it's called the Osotogari. Very impressive short throw there. Now, what the hell has Daniels got going? Oh!
Gonna use the ladder as a weapon.
Oh, wow. This is all legal, folks. Oh, nice quickness by Red. Drop toe hold.
And you see the problems that the drop toe hold from Red causes for Daniels.
You watch the X Division men go, it's like watching a video game, man. It's awesome.
Later tonight, that X Division Championship to be defended by Doug Williams against Shannon Moore. Winner of this match will go on to get a title shot at the X Division champ.
Good way to tweak an ankle if you're Amazing Red. He landed feet first, but the steel ladder was on the outside. Got to get a ladder in that ring to try and get up top to grab the contract. Brian Kendrick, very impressive offense he has. He's also he's a loner. We've said this about Kendrick. He's also kind of a shady fellow, very shady.
You know, Taz, usually in a multi-person match like this, you get alliances formed, even if for the short term. But Kendrick, as we see him go directly into that steel post, this guy's such a loner. I don't think that anybody is going to want to join forces with him, and I'm not sure that he really wants to have any kind of allegiance.
Kendrick needs some help right now because Kazarian just gut-busted Kendrick right across the steel of that ladder. Set up like a bridge. Oof.
Daniels able to duck the move, then snaps that top rope, and you see Kazarian land on the ladder.
Well, there's an opportunity there for Daniels to do something. Kazarian, he's laid out on the ladder here. Look at this.
Goes split leg with the moonsault.
Well, you hear the respect of our TNA fan base here inside the Impact Zone. Feeling the energy of the X Division. Look at Red. Look at the balance. God! Oh, my God.
He snapped that Hurricane Run off.
Forget about that. Did you see the impact of Daniels' body? My sentiments exactly.
Red's got something in mind, slides the ladder into play, but Kazarian follows right behind.
Kazarian shutting down Brian Kendrick, sort of with some movement. Now it's a race. Will it be Red? Will it be Kazarian? Who's going to get the #1 contendership contract for the X Division title?
Yeah, don't count Kendrick out yet.
Yeah, you're right. Oh!
Now you can count him out, at least momentarily.
It's almost like a dead heat here, Mike.
Oh, this is dangerous. Up at the top of the ladder.
Oh! Flux
No,
he's not going to.
No chance.
That would be messy if he. The Kendrick. Oh!
Brian Kendrick taking the ladder and taking both Kazarian and Red out, but now can he capitalize on the situation while Daniels is recovered and comes back in the ring?
Yeah, Kendrick better be careful because Kazarian's behind him. He's moving a bit, and Daniels has got his eyes right on. See, I told you, right on Kendrick.
Oh! Impact of the ladder directly in the face of Kazarian, courtesy of Daniels.
Yeah, I don't blame Daniels. If you can use the ladder as a weapon, as an ally, go for it. We saw Daniels do it earlier. Looks like he's got some. He's going to do it again to Kazarian.
Kazarian able to fight back from the apron. Slingshot into the leg drop. He had put his face, Daniels' face, directly into the ladder.
Yeah, but now can Kazarian follow up after that nasty leg drop to get the ladder and try and get up there? Well, Daniels is set up perfect right now for Kazarian to do anything he wants just about.
Instead, he turns his attention to Kendrick, who fights back from the apron. Forearm and then a kick. Now Kendrick going to take a ladder and bring it into play.
Oh my God, his fingers got crushed in there. Kendrick's
fingers or his arm, possibly.
His arm, yeah. Definitely his arm. Watch out, oh! What a kip up.
He just matrix back and then spin kicks the ladder right in Kazarian's face.
Yeah, but might have tweaked his knee or his shin, meaning Red. Kazarian's head's trapped in there. Oh, here comes Red. Oh, there goes Red.
Inside out with the clothesline.
Good God. Amazing Red. He might be knocked out straight up. How physical, man, is this? This show just started, too. This is our first match.
It's what the X Division is all about. It's what Destination X is here to celebrate. As we see Daniels take Red, power him right onto the ladder.
Well, I'm kind of assuming that maybe Daniels wanted to set Amazing Red up on that ladder, but slammed him with such intensity, fell off. Oh, boy. Well, turnabout's fair play, right?
Gonna try and go for a suplex and take Kazarian into the ladder, but not much luck. Kendrick from behind.
Yeah, great strategy by Kendrick. Both men had their backs turned.
And then here goes Brian Kendrick up, but he's cut off by Kazarian.
Well, you could just sense the importance here, Mike, to become the #1 contender. All of these, all 4 of these men just throwing caution to the wind.
It's all about the importance of that title shot and the respect that these athletes have for TNA and the X Division.
Imagine what X Division champion Doug Williams is doing watching this match. He's preparing for his match tonight, defending his title against Shannon Moore.
And now with bodies laid out.
Yeah, Kendrick's looking good here, Mike.
Let's see if Brian Kendrick can make his way up the ladder, but Daniels is right there.
Watch out! Oh, God. Oh, there goes Daniels. Look at that high kick. It's like a high round kick.
And yeah, the kick's going to just try and set up what looks to be, just like a power bomb right onto the ladder.
Not like it was, more or less.
Wow.
That gotta hurt like hell. I'm telling you, man.
Kazarian barely makes it to the first rung of the ladder before he's cut off by Kendrick.
Well, again, it's a race here. Looks like Kazarian's kind of got the ladder set up a little further back where Kendrick set up better to grab that contract. Oh!
Version of the face plant from off the top of the ladder, courtesy of Brian Kendrick. Red's had an opportunity to recover, and Red's right there to stop Kendrick's progress up the ladder.
This match is a toss-up, man. This can go any which way, either four ways, God.
Title shot, contract, hang in the balance. Oh, big elevation sends Red all the way to the floor.
Daniels is still not moving too well after being more or less powerbombed on a steel ladder.
Kazarian gets caught by the Kendrick kick in the corner. Quick series of reversals.
God, the physicality these men are dishing out on each other. Insanity, man.
Defensive aspects of this match so important, as you see right there with Daniels stopping Kazarian, but you're right, cutter slash stunner for Red from Kazarian.
Beautiful timing by Kazarian. Go for a sliced bread. No mildew on that bread.
Daniels has had the chance to recover.
Oh, driver.
Yeah, Death Valley style.
Bodies are laid out around here, except for Daniels. He regrouped. Oh, couldn't follow up, though. Red followed up with that right hand.
Daniels trying to regroup after the shot by Red. The downtime enables Red to bring another ladder into play.
Well, I think it was smart by Red. He didn't want to use the ladder that Daniels was kind of hanging on to. Looks like now we got a race going on here of sorts. Oh! Someone's going flying, and I think it's Red!
Oh. What an impactful move by Daniels off the ladder to Amazing Red.
So like a version of a Uranagi off the top of the ladder there, well, almost the top.
Well,
oh, look at that.
One way to take care of the opposition.
Trying to trap Daniels, trying to trap the men in the under the ladder. Look at Kazarian. Oh my God!
Wow!
Like freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah, right from the top rope, directly onto the rungs of the ladder.
Oh man, this
is where it's dangerous.
Very dangerous. Grave situation here. It looks like Kazarian's in deep trouble. Oh God, look at this. Oh my God! Oh my God! No
way! Oh.
Look at Kazarian.
He's just hanging there. How was he able to suplex Daniels from that position?
I don't know how his quads didn't get torn off the bone there.
Oh, Kendrick, he's got his hand on the clipboard. All he's got to do is pull it down.
Lost his balance.
Kazarian may have knocked him down, and Kazarian does it.
Here's your winner, Kazarian!
Good God, what a physical matchup. Congratulations to the new #1 contender. But I'll tell you what, and that's Kazarian, by the way. How impressive were all four of these athletes? That was great stuff right there. Great match.
Shows you about the passion that these athletes have for TNA and the X Division. And we've got to go back. We've got to check out some of the awesome action in this matchup where Kazarian earns a future title shot.
I'd love to go back. I mean, where do you start? Look at Amazing Red. Like a tornado. And then you see here, look at Daniels, just impressive, sick offense. Daniels looked good for a good portion. How about that, Mike, that rounded it? Good God. Oh! This is why these type of matches pick apart your body, which pick apart your career. This takes years off your career, I'm telling you. As exciting as it is, it's dangerous, it's great.
That was that Uranagi that you talked about, and I still am not sure how Kazarian was able to take Daniels down, but there, Brian Kendrick sent down, and Kazarian takes down the contract.
What a match, man.
What a match is right.
Telling you. How happy is Kazarian? Great opportunity in the future for him, man.
And quite honestly, Taz, what a perfect way to kick off Destination X. And what could be better than the stars of the X Division, as we see right there, battling the four-way match. Kazarian earns that future title shot. It's Mike Tenay, it's Taz, welcoming you to Destination X, where tonight, TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles, with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, they will defend, yes, against the challenge of the monster of the ring, Abyss.
Well, I'll tell you, I just feel like AJ Styles, he's kind of, he's the champion. He's been running wild. He's doing his thing, man. But I feel like AJ is kind of running straight forwards right into a locomotive, man, a massive locomotive named Abyss. It's a nasty challenge here.
Yeah, like a 350-pound freight train is what you're talking about when it comes to Abyss.
Right, and Abyss is motivated. And, look, I like the challenger's chance here. I like Abyss's shot in this match. But as we know, both these men have faced each other in the past.
I mean, they have faced each other in the past, but let me interrupt you here for a second. If you think about it, the Abyss that AJ Styles faced in the past, it's nothing at all like what Abyss has evolved into ever.
What the? All right. Well, that's nature's music, Ric Flair.
Right in the middle of the on-camera.
Oh. Well,
see this?
Yeah, that's Ric Flair in a wheelchair, and
that's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Usually with Desmond Wolfe. I mean, I know we've seen Desmond Wolfe aligned with AJ and Flair, and I guess Desmond offering the services of Chelsea to wheel the Nature Boy out here.
I am not a happy camper. Don't be wooing me. Don't be wooing me. Bow down to me. Don't woo me. I am Ric Flair. 16 times the greatest world champion of all time. And look at me now. Not funny. Not funny. I have fallen off of cages. I have been slammed off of ladders. I have been thrown through tables. Hell, I crashed in an airplane. But I've never been in a wheelchair. Never. Shut up. You do what I tell you. Let's get something straight. I did not come to TNA to be immobilized. I came here for action. And right now, I'm not getting a lot of action. So let's get this straight. You don't talk to me, I talk to you. The people that are responsible for this are Hogan and the Abyss. I'll wheel my chair down there and kick your ass right now, kid.
Yeah, mostly Abyss after that black hole slam on Impact.
You don't get it. Ask your mother. Tonight, the Abyss and Hulk Hogan pay a price for doing this to the Nature Boy. I said ask your mother, kid. Take me back. Chelsea, take me back. You respect it. Woo! Woo!
Never forget that image from this past Monday on Impact, the black hole slam that put Ric Flair right into the entrance ramp.
Yeah, Abyss about, drove Ric Flair right into hell.
You know something, big brother? Don't ask me anymore if you're doing a good enough job. Don't ask me if you're ready. I've never seen a wrestler in this business with the momentum that you have. I've never seen anybody take the water like a duck like you have, brother. The power of the Abyssites, the Abyssomaniacs, brother, is like nothing I've ever seen. What did it feel like when you get your hands on Flair?
Hulk, I tell you, when I put Ric Flair through that ramp, I've never felt that kind of power rushing through my body, Hulk. I swear I never have. It's rolled onto the night, Hulk. I can feel so much energy. I want more, Hulk. I want more. I don't know what I'm liable to do tonight, Hulk.
That's okay. Don't be afraid of that power. Don't be afraid to use the ring.
Yes.
Because you've got the power of all those Abyss maniacs in that ring, brother. That is going to take you everywhere you need to go in this wrestling business.
Yes, sir.
And just remember, that gold around your finger is going to lead to the gold around your waist.
Yes, sir, Hulk.
Go get ready, brother.
Yes, sir.
Come on, go get ready.
Yes,
You can do it.
Yes, sir. Oh. Hey, Mr. Bischoff, got a baseball game today?
It was funny.
Funny? You think this is funny? I mean, you saw it. Mick Foley? You kidding me?
I know. Okay. Well, you know, you did push it a little far. You know what Foley's capable of. And as far as Jarrett, him and Foley are in the same boat. Take the personal out of the agenda. Let's get back on track. You're supposed to be leading this thing with me. So let's get back to the basics, to the business of TNA, please.
You're right. I give you my word, man. I'll take care of Foley, take care of Jarrett. By the end of this week, this whole thing's going to be wrapped up. Won't be a distraction. Have my word, bro.
Thank you.
All right, man. See you in a little bit.
Watch Abyss tonight. You're going to be surprised.
I'll be looking. Trust me.
He's got a Hulk Hogan haircut.
I got to tell you, I'm a little happily surprised to see how well Eric Bischoff's taken that. He got his head shaved by Mick Foley. I thought we'd have some repercussions tomorrow night on Impact. Who knows?
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, at Destination X, it's the first of our 5 championship bouts. We turn our attention to the females with this knockout title match, and here's the tale of the tape. From the moment that Tara regained possession of the championship, she's been the hunted. Tonight's challenger is among the most unique opponents that she will ever face. Outrageous behavior, physical brutality of Daffney, that's what separates her from the other knockouts. Is her uncontrollable personality a positive or a negative? Tonight, Daffney looks to become knockout champion for the first time. No question, her unpredictability can be an asset. But will she be able to maintain her focus and in the process avoid being disqualified for that wild offensive style? That might be the difference tonight at Destination X.
Speak of the zombie hot one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is for the TNA Knockout Championship. It is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger from Civil, Texas,
Daffney looks, you know, ravishing on this Sunday evening with her little mini person hat she has made in Indonesia, I think, by a bunch of Indonesians.
Yeah, well, the unique style, Indonesians.
Yeah.
Unique in-ring style, the unique entrance as well of Daffney.
Wait, what's so unique about her entrance? She's walking, Mike. What are you talking about? That. Now that's unique.
Stick around.
She's done a little splitteroonie, splitting. The foxy fair-skinned one herself, screaming.
Punctuated by the omnipresent scream.
That sound reminds me of my honeymoon.
her opponent from the state of California, the TNA Knockout Champion,
See poisons in the hand of Tara. She's not happy. She's got a transfer on her hand, and it looks like she wants to stick it down Daffney's throat.
Yeah, striding with purpose down that entrance ramp, and there she puts poison, the tarantula, in the corner, along with that TNA Knockout Championship belt. And, you know, you just can't blame Tara after what she's had to deal with when it comes to these premeditated attacks by Daffney in recent weeks on Impact.
Hey, look, let's face it, you know, Tara, very capable champion. She's got a mixed martial arts background. She's a veteran as a female pro wrestler. She's no joke.
And that, to me, Taz, is the key to this match. Because on the opposite side, in Daffney, you have, quite honestly, a real brawler. And to me, the brawling aspect of Daffney, as we see Tara just step right over and then moonsault right back into the pin for 1 and 2 only before the shoulders immediately driven up there by Daffney. To me, the dictation of the style here. Is she going to be able to dictate the style of the match because of her brawling? We're already seeing Tara come out here and immediately go on the offense. That leads me to believe that Daffney's gotten into her head.
Let me get this right. You asked me a question, then you answered it.
Why not?
All right, great.
Cut to the chase.
So right now you see Zombie Hot herself, Daffney, just about compressing the spinal cord of Tara.
Wow, repeatedly in the corner with both boots driving directly into the back. And now,
Wait a minute. There's no yam bag, right? Just check it. Hey, you never know. But there we go, we got to cover it.
goes right into the pin attempt for a near fall, gets 2 on the champ. Knockout title match at Destination X, and the power game now in effect with the mid-ring slam.
Yeah, well, you know, look, Daffney is well documented. She's very unorthodox. That stepping on Tara's face. But you know what? Daffney's offense is effective, Mike.
Yeah, maybe doubly effective because it alters the style of Tara at the same time as causing the pain and punishment that we're witnessing right here.
Well, the referee Andrew Thomas, he was kind of afraid. He's kind of a little bit of a weirdo himself. I heard some stories about him.
Really? Anything anyway, you can tell us about?
Nope. Well, look at the Tara.
Yeah, tough position here because the referee's got to employ the count.
Well, the move can only stay on for about 5 seconds, but you can do a lot of damage to someone. You got him hung upside down like that, stretched out.
Daffney uses the hair of Tara to bring her back in, and then
it's like a snapmare.
Unique version of the snapmare repeatedly.
See that? You know, sometimes in women's wrestling, chicks with long hair start snapping each other around. It's kind of hot.
Challenger on top for another pin attempt.
Well, the pasty beauty herself, Daffney, in control of the champion right now. Look at this.
Wow, we were talking about the brawling aspects of Daffney, never expecting a move like this that's totally neutralizing the champion.
Yeah, well, see, it looks like what's happening there is Daffney, for a moment, was sitting up, was sitting on the forearms. She still is sitting on the forearms of Tara. I told you she was unorthodox, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Look at this.
Nowhere for the champion to go, and she can't strike back here. I mean, what's the chance? Or do you try for an elbow, possibly back?
Maybe try to elbow on her ribs. I think I saw a movie like this once, Mike.
Once?
Let's see, Tara, if she, I just think if she could take that elbow there and drive it into the ribs of Daffney, might have an opportunity to get out. Well,
like that.
Right, yeah, exactly. Oh, that. Oh, man. She's just swinging for the fences. I don't blame her. She's not even in. She's swinging.
Flinging those elbows, doing anything to break the hold.
Oh! Round kicks looking good.
Yeah, Key was getting back up to that vertical base, and then able to use the kicks. You talked about that MMA training that she's been doing as well, so you're seeing the well-rounded offense of the TNA Knockout Champion.
Well, Tara realizes the threat that is coming for her championship right here live tonight. Oh! That was some shot.
Daffney gets back up after each shot. Shot off into the ropes, and Tara overpowers her right into the pin. Shoulders down for 2, and just before Andrew Thomas counts 3.
You're right, Mike. Overpower is the key word. I mean, we saw a lot of strength exhibited right there by the champion. Slap right to the side of the head or the ear by Daffney. Box someone's ears.
Tara had the quick reversal, but Daffney answers.
Nice.
Bridging suplex right into the cover, right into the pin, and we almost had a new champion.
Just about a Northern Lights suplex right there, kind of a version of it. Nice bridge. I don't think she got all of the bridge, Daffney. Well, our audience here, our live audience is split on who they want to win this thing.
Challenger crashed in the corner, up on the shoulders of the champ. Wind her up, slam her down, right into the pin, and no! starting to sense the frustration with the champion Tara even turning to the referee a second time. Surprised that she didn't get the 3 count.
Look at that eye rig. About put her fingers. Daffney put her fingers in. Man. This might be it.
Daffney cover and. Again, last split second as Tara's able to get that shoulder rolled.
Screaming, she's freaking Daffney. She's whacked, man.
Well, this would be the specialty of Daffney. Take the champion out to the arena floor. Use something like the steel guardrail as a weapon.
Well, it's a good way to soften down the champion. Now, if you can get a cover and maybe capitalize on that, driving her, Tara's back into the steel guardrail, but it doesn't look like Daffney's going to do that.
No, she's going to take the championship belt instead.
Well, she's going to get disqualified. That's going to happen to her.
No contact made, so no disqualification. Instead, she gets taken up.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. A Widow's Peak is just nasty.
Directly down. Pin, leg hook, 3 count.
Here is your winner and still TNA Knockout Champion,
Tell you what, it wasn't easy, man. That Widow's Peak was all it took for Tara to retain her title. See how happy she was. I think Tara realized that Daffney had control of this matchup here.
TNA Knockout Champion around the ringside area celebrating with the fans here at Destination X. Yeah, we've seen this from Tara in the past.
Wow, she loves performing for the audience, for the TNA fans. I mean, she's a hell of a champion, fighting champion, but let's not take nothing away from the challenger. Daffney had a hell of an outing out here.
Enjoy that spotlight. TNA Knockout Champion Tara.
Was she?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Daffney has taken poison. The tarantula of the TNA Knockout Champion Tara.
Well, looks like Daffney's got herself a little Sunday evening snack.
Coming up next, TNA Global Champion Rob Terry will be defending his title against former British Invasion teammate Brutus Magnus.
Either you didn't get the memo or you just couldn't read it, but from now on, it's simply Magnus. I only need one name to beat all the one-trick ponies here in TNA, starting with our global champion. Rob Terry, I brought you in here to do my bidding. Get me coffee, clean my boots, watch my back. But no, now you have to go off and win a belt. You know, get some prominence for yourself, get some prestige, get some glory. Well, you know what, pal? I'm about to pop that overinflated ego of yours, because you're about to realize that you're in way over your head. Because like Dr. Frankenstein, I've been forced to destroy the monster that I myself created. But unlike the venerable doctor, I'm going to enjoy it.
Well, ex-tag team partners, former associates in the British Invasion, they're about to go to battle with the Global Heavyweight Championship on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is for the TNA Global Championship, scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger from the United Kingdom, Magnus!
Now, I can understand how Magnus has got a feeling saying that, Big Rob Terry should be still sitting subservient to him. But I don't understand how Magnus can be upset that Rob Terry wins a global championship and he gets mad about it.
His opponent is from Cardiff, Wales, and is the TNA Global Champion, Roode Terry!
Talk about intensity.
Well, we heard the cockiness of Magnus taking credit for the creation of Big Rob Terry, and here comes the TNA Global Champion with bad intentions towards Magnus.
Just a straight-up freaky beast is this massive Brit. our global champion.
Recently won the Global Championship on TNA's UK tour, won it in his homeland of Wales, and says he's going to defend this title all over the world. I know TNA management, they see this Global Championship as a stepping stone title to the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's cool. You know what? You know, in my opinion, anytime you hold any type of a title, a championship, just in my opinion, you know, I look at it as a huge accomplishment. And I think, you know, Big Rob Terry should be proud of that, and I know he is.
Magnus leaves his feet, goes airborne, and pays when Terry powers him down with impact and authority directly down. What a physical specimen Rob Terry is.
I mean, look at the pure mass and thickness of Big Rob Terry. You could show a movie on this guy's back. Freaky large. And Magnus is not a small guy himself. Oh, look at that backhand.
Showing that lack of respect, and instead spin kick right on the money.
Tremendous athleticism by a man as massive as the global champion.
Oh. You know he's got the power game as exhibited right there.
That might be it.
Drives him down, goes for the cover, and he just pinned Magnus.
Here is your winner and still TNA Global Champion, Roode Terry.
Now that's making quick work of the opposition.
I'll tell you what, TNA locker room, all-out wrestlers, you better take notice. Our global champion is playing for keeps, baby.
Truly impressive. What a dominant victory for Rob Terry over his former associate, the British Invasion. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate X is back.
How does anyone describe an Ultimate X match? I mean, if I had to put it in one word, I would say probably insanity.
The Ultimate X match is a dangerous match for a couple of reasons, but probably the single biggest reason is because the athletes in that match know that they're in the X division for a reason, and that there's a certain expectation out of them, not only from us, we're running the company, but from the fans. And the fans want to see some of the most amazing athleticism and risk-taking that they can possibly see. They know they're going to get it in those matches. And that pressure to perform, to reach new levels, to raise the bar in terms of the risk-taking moves and some of the things that you'll see in an X Division match can make that match very, very dangerous.
When you get halfway out to getting the belt or whatever's, or the X, whatever's hung up there, you're almost in no man's land, and you're sort of like a sitting duck because guys can come off the turnbuckles and knock you off, and a lot of danger goes into that match.
I don't even think Hollywood stuntmen would even want to consider doing it. It is the most exciting match of the year. I look forward to watching it, and I always say a prayer before the match to make sure these guys don't get hurt. What they do in there is unbelievable, and you know, I commend them for that. I think they deserve a lot of credit, and they make TNA very special. Those guys alone have separated us from any other wrestling company in the world.
Prepare yourselves for the high-flying, death-defying free-for-all known as the Ultimate X.
We are just moments away from tonight's Ultimate X match, where Generation Me will be taking on my guests tonight, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Just what the hell is wrong with you two, Generation Me? You two have more balls than you do brains, because quite simply put, you're not ready for this level. You're not ready to compete on the machine gun level. See, in the eyes of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, you two are nothing but children. You're kids trying to compete on a man's level. So tonight, when your mommy lays you two in bed and you lay there asleep, spooning each other, dry humping your SpongeBob SquarePants blanket, you'll be having nightmares about the beating the Motor City Machine Guns will inflict upon you tonight?
Some people say that lately we have a bit of an attitude, a bit of an air about us. And I say to those people, well, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you if you worked as hard as we have to be the best tag team in the world today, but you can't reach your full potential because of circumstances completely out of your control? On Generation Me, I get it. You beat us, and you know what? I'm glad you beat us because that makes us work that much harder. But tonight, that ain't gonna be one of those nights. You see, we've been in TNA longer than you've even owned your Hardy Boys starter kits. Do you know how many Ultimate X matches we've been in? Because we don't. It's too many to count. And there's a lot on the line tonight. Not just bragging rights, not just our rivalry, but a shot at the TNA Tag Team titles. Something that's eluded us for years. Something that is our destiny. And nothing is gonna keep us from our destiny, come hell or high wire.
In the process of putting together that structure for our Ultimate X match, yes, on a night when we celebrate what the X Division means to both TNA and the professional wrestling business. It is time for the signature match of the X Division. Taz, it's death-defying, it's dangerous, it's a high-wire spectacle that's known only as Ultimate X.
I was looking at this structure earlier today. I was hanging up in the rafters here, and just, you can't, TV doesn't do it justice how big it really is, and the danger that these men will be in, the jeopardy they put their bodies in, not just their careers, but their physical health, man. It's gonna be something sick. It always is, right?
To me, it's that combination of athleticism that you need combined with the risk-taking.
You know, you have to be fearless, obviously, right? And if you're fearless, I mean, that means you don't care what happens. Like we saw earlier, you're throwing caution to the wind. That's what the X Division athletes do, and that's what you're gonna get with Ultimate X. I'm telling you, this thing's gonna be sick.
Heard the confidence of the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, and there's no question, we'll detail it for you during this matchup, the experience edge that they have, and that's sort of the final position on this structure, putting that X into place, construction complete for Ultimate X.
Well, I mean, you want to pull that X down, and there you have it. But, you know, what I'm thinking about with the Motor City Machine Guns toward Generation Me, there's not much respect there. You can see the Guns don't respect Gen Me. So, and I don't think they should. I mean, Generation Me, in my opinion, I'm kind of with the Motor City Machine Guns. They haven't earned their stripes here yet. They are phenomenal. They're loaded with exuberance, meaning Generation Me, but Motor City Machine Guns, been here a while, done some things.
Let's turn them loose.
Let's turn them loose.
Time for Ultimate X at Destination X.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ultimate X match, where the winners will be the TNA Tag Team Championship #1 contenders. Introducing team #1 from Los Angeles, California, Max and Jeremy Buck, the team of Generation Me.
Max and Jeremy recently joining the TNA roster. The two youngsters from California, they proved they belong when they knocked off the Motor City Machine Guns.
Their opponents from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
There's definitely a new edge, a new kind of new attitude by the Machine Guns, and I like it.
Guns talked about that edge that they have and experience. Didn't know the numbers, so I'll tell you. This is the 20th Ultimate X match in TNA history. For Chris Sabin, this is the 13th time that he's competed in Ultimate X. For Alex Shelley, his 4th Ultimate X. Sabin has 2 wins as a single, and the Guns also beat Lethal Consequences last October as a tag team.
Well, 13. It's insane that they've survived that many Ultimate X's. That just goes to show you what these guys are made of.
In terms of the opposition, Max and Jeremy Buck. It's the first time that Generation Me has competed in Ultimate X. Can you imagine the message that they would send with another win over the Motor City Machine Guns, and in the process, they would earn a shot at the TNA World Tag Team titles, because that's what goes to the winners tonight.
See, it seemed like the Machine Guns were trying to go right to those large truss to try and climb up. Before they look at this, oh my God, it's like Crazy, like a pinball. Looked like pinball, like ding, 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 like a double, triple ball pinball game. You ever play one of those?
I did, many years ago. Quickly shot up into the ropes goes Shelley. Max and Jeremy there with that double team kick. Elevation by Max sends Jeremy right into Alex Shelley. And then Generation Me turns it around on Sabin. Caught him with that sandwich drop kick.
Generation Me is just so smooth, man. Totally smooth. It's now like Max Buck was already trying to get to the tippy top rope there. Those two ropes that make an X up top that hold the red X.
Yeah, your starting point is to make it to the corner. Then work your way up that truss, that steel structure, and then hand over hand across the cables.
See Alex Shelley, I should say, shutting down Max Buck, and then Sabin blasting Max in the face.
I'm curious as this match continues and progresses in terms of Generation Me, the experience they're going to have, in that lack of experience in trying to make their way across those steel cables. And as I look, I don't think any of the four competitors are wearing gloves here, Taz.
Well, that's usually what you see, because, you know, they have to use their hands to shimmy across the top of the structure there that's holding that X, those ropes. I don't know why they're not wearing gloves.
Yeah, Shelley taking care of Jeremy Buck. And
immobilizing Jeremy.
It's probably pretty decent strategy to allow your partner to go up.
Look at this. Oh,
wow.
Man.
Takes him down to the mat with an abdominal stretch.
As he's got Jeremy wrapped up. It was a great opportunity that was missed by Chris Sabin to get up there.
Yeah, that momentary delay for Sabin to climb that corner enables the Bucks to get out of the holds of Shelley and try and come back into play. And then Shelley with the kick from outside and then drops Max down on the apron.
You could see who the veterans are in this matchup. Motor City Machine Guns and their experience. Early goings, they're looking good here. Oh my God, jeez. That cross body just drilling Max Buck while Shelley had him in the air.
Yeah, the way that he came off at that angle, so unique.
I couldn't really tell how the angle that Shelley had him.
Yep, now there's an opening here for Jeremy Buck. Gonna go hand over hand across to make his way out towards the X. But he's cut off by Sabin. Again, it's take down the X and your feet have to hit the canvas in order to win the match and become #1 contenders for the TNA World Tag Team titles.
Seems like the Motor City Machine Guns are trying to wear down Generation Me so they can start climbing up that truss and get on those ropes and get that red X. But Jeremy not letting it happen.
Sounds like pretty sound strategy if they can pull it off. Yeah. Generation Me has other ideas.
A lot easier to say than do. That's why I'm sitting here with you, bro.
Wow. One fluid movement in the corner.
Wow. Look at Jeremy. Tremendous athleticism.
Sabin with the baseball slide. Yeah, then all of a sudden the Guns with the double team.
Stereo round kicks. One to the back, one to the front. You hear that all the way into Motor City.
Yeah, it echoed throughout the impact zone as Sabin and Shelley connect and all of a sudden take control of this match. But let's see if that's going to enable them to at least make an effort to take down the X. Chris Sabin's roots run deep when it comes to the Ultimate X. He was in the first ever Ultimate X match back in 2003. A year later in 2004, he won the X Division title. In the second ever Ultimate X match, he's been there right from the start.
I mean, you know, you got to really, let's be honest here, the deck is stacked big time against Generation Me, right or wrong.
No question. In terms of experience, big time stack.
In this type of match, well, watch, look at Max.
It was a dual drop kick. One leg for Sabin, one for Shelley.
Missile style.
And Generation Me, courtesy of Max, another drop kick, and how about that?
That was completely awesome. What that kid just did there, that was sick. You're not gonna have a long career. You keep doing that, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, but what an innovative, what a one-of-a-kind offense you see from Generation Me as opening is there, at least momentarily for Max. Keep your eyes on Alex Shelley making his way up the apron.
Max is in good shape right here. Got to use some upper body strength, and I'll tell you what, Max is there. He's there.
Sabin with the experience goes springboard, doesn't take him down, but then there's Shelley.
I thought he had it. I thought Max had it.
Slice bread attempt in the corner, no good.
Spear.
Immediate spear to follow. Another great innovative double team from Generation Me. See the communication between Max and Jeremy, but while they're communicating,
well, that's
get kicked by Sabin.
That's the inexperience, Mike. They're trying to get on that same page in this type of matchup, meaning Generation Me. They're looking great, though, right now, I'm telling you.
Sabin thought he took Jeremy all the way to the floor. Not the case. Face plant.
Jeez, look at this kid. I'm speechless. And there's some people sitting at home on their couch drinking a beer saying, well, they know how to fall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so do I, and I can't do that.
It's incredible. It's what the X Division represents. It's what Ultimate X is all about, and you are witnessing it firsthand tonight here at Destination X.
Just amazing. That was sick. I'd love to see a replay of that, but stuff's happening so quick.
That's the danger zone. I know the guys in the truck, they'd love to give us a replay, but they're afraid they're going to miss something live. We'll probably have a tremendous replay package at the conclusion of this contest.
You're probably right. And speaking of tremendous right now.
No, I like this because Max is there to fight off any of the opposition while Jeremy makes his way across. This is smart. This is sound game plan.
Definitely. Max, don't look at your partner, man. Look below. Stop him. Oh! Jeremy's close there, though, Mike.
Sabin gonna go right up the back of Max and take down Jeremy with the spear.
Sabin just lit up Jeremy Buck. What amazing, amazing athleticism we're seeing here between these four young athletes.
Well, it's what we talked about in the preview to this match, that combination of athleticism, the risk-taking that's involved, put it all together, and you end up with a shot at the TNA World Tag Team titles. Which team is going to be victorious?
Oh, Sabin trying to stop Max Buck. To no avail.
Max able to drive him back down, and now Max going to try and go across the cables.
Max got some upper body strength. He's moving quick, man. That takes a lot of shoulder strength. Well, look at the innovation here by the guns. He tickled him, I think. The hell was that? Oh, my God.
There was no tickle to that.
Oh, that definitely didn't tickle neither. Oh, that. Oh, my God.
Wheelbarrow. Oh. Sabin face down.
What a counter by Buck.
This is awesome!
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, with this standing room only crowd at Destination X tonight as we fill the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida.
Well, all four men are down. Both teams are down. Who's going to get to a vertical base first? Get up to a corner, get on that truss, and get to that tippy top rope. And get yourself that X. Who will be the #1 contenders for the TNA Tag Team titles?
Momentary advantage to Generation Me. We've talked about how Max has been able to make his way across those cables.
He's got to be feeling some pain in those shoulders.
That's the key.
Max,
the longer this match goes, he's going to feel that even more. We've got 3 guys now up on the cables, everybody but Sabin, and now he joins in, and it's a race.
Where the hell is Sabin? Who's going to get it?
It's going to be a photo finish here to the middle.
Look at this.
Generation Me, Motor City Machine Guns fighting it out. Now it boils down to Sabin alone, but he forced to drop down.
Oh, man.
Oh, a series of kicks by Generation Me. Stiff, lethal shots.
Max Buck hitting machine guns with those kicks like they owe him money.
Oh, running powerbomb in the corner directly into his partner's knees.
Spine first.
Front slam.
Oh.
Jeremy Buck flying all over the arena.
I feel like I'm playing Xbox.
Generation Me feeling it here. Crowd responds. Jeremy up top. Rolled through by Max.
Ooh, landed on his feet to Jeremy Buck.
Got caught with the kick in the corner by Sabin.
Guns are in control. Go! Look at that belly to belly. Suplex into his own brother right there. Max Buck was hanging from the lovely tree of woe. Machine Guns in control right here.
Yeah, Guns are feeling it at this point. They got that momentum on their side, and at the same time, where if they can take Max Buck out of play here, Jeremy's already down. That could be the opening they need to take down the X.
Oh, look at this, Mike, look at this.
Oh, seen this combination move in the past from the Guns. Punctuates it with that power bomb on the end. After being snapped off the top by Shelley.
Complete freaking insanity. I'm telling you.
Oh, that baby was made in Detroit in the Motor City, and now the Guns are going to try and get a shot at the tag team titles if they can take down the X. Take it down, hit the canvas and win.
Yeah, Chris Sabin in hot pursuit of that X. But here comes Jeremy Buck.
Well, he made up ground in a hurry, didn't he?
Sure did. Oh my God, he fell flat on his back. Good God, he got it.
Here are your winners, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Hey, that Jeremy Buck, he had a fall. That's got to be what, Mike? At least a 15-foot, 20-foot drop, easy, right?
Absolutely, and the Motor City Machine Guns do it. But what an incredible effort by Generation Me.
You are not kidding. Insanity, tremendous matchup. Congratulations to both teams for an awesome outing here. But big time congrats go to the veterans in this type matchup. The Motor City Machine Guns are now the #1 contenders for TNA titles.
That's the key. Sabin and Shelley are going to get that tag title shot. Well, this is what we've been waiting for, the highlight package.
Yeah, this bad boy started off hot. And I'll tell you what, for a good portion of this match, Mike, Generation Me, Max Buck and Jeremy Buck, they looked simply amazing. They looked phenomenal.
Yeah, they never let that lack of experience hinder them in this match.
Sure didn't. And it was just back and forth. The physicality was sick in this thing. Just complete nuts.
Yeah, the kicks from the Guns answered by Generation Me. The double team move, and then the way Jeremy went flying right out into Sabin on the floor.
I mean, I hate to say this cliche type thing, but literally this match could have went either way. But at the end of the day, Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin, get a hold of the Big Red X. They are now the #1 contenders for the TNA Tag Team titles.
There they are, Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, the new #1 contenders for the TNA World Tag Team titles. Up next at Destination X, Scott Hall, Syxx-Pac. They fight for TNA contracts.
It was around 17, 18 years ago. For some unknown reason, I picked Scott Hall and Sean Waltman to be my friend. I've done everything I could in my career to keep you guys employed. I've carried your asses on my back for the last time.
Look at Eric Young and Syxx-Pac battling on the floor. And Nash is inviting Scott Hall to come into the ring. Oh, come on. After all this emotion, after all this tension, turn them loose.
We're gonna do what thousands of people have wanted to do for years. We're gonna take Syxx-Pac, we're gonna take Hall, and we're gonna bust them up real bad.
If I ever thought in my life I'd be going to battle against those two guys, I'd say no way. But you know what? Tonight I am. I have in my hands a contract that says Hall and Waltman will be allowed in the impact zone for a match against myself and Eric Young. I heard you, big sexy, or excuse me, big sellout. When we beat you, we want some fat money contract.
You and Pac
you accept the match. If you can beat Nash and Young, I'll make sure you get your fat contract. If you don't get it done, go right off into the sunset, do whatever it is the hell you do, but do it somewhere else other than TNA. That's the deal.
Handshake. Syxx-Pac, the slap to the face of Eric Young, and Eric just explodes with rage.
Destination X, Kevin Nash and Eric Young. You're going to get what's coming to you. You're going to be looking at the two new big money players for TNA.
Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac fight for TNA contracts versus Eric Young and Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
In just a matter of moments, we will see the culmination of a rivalry that's been brewing for over a month here in TNA, and some say actually been brewing for 17 years now. Scott Hall, Syxx-Pac, the two of you set to do battle tonight against your longtime friend, now enemies, Kevin Nash and his tag team partner tonight, Eric Young. Everything is on the line tonight, gentlemen. If you're victorious, the two of you will receive a TNA contract. However, if you do not get the win, the two of you will be banned for life.
No, he did.
You just said banned for life.
That's a good one.
Give it up, man. That's good for you, man. You know, the band. You guys call us the band. Am I explaining this to you right? The band. We're going to be banned for life. Right. It took me a little bit to spit that out, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's funny for you.
Kid, please,
That's
don't start getting
deep,
off
man.
cosmic, please. Please
I
don't
get
off
it on
cosmic.
so many different levels.
I broke out the gear old school style. I'm going to wrestle tonight. Big sellout. Big Kev. Here you're real disappointed that you're looking across the ring at the Wolfpack. Hey, big buddy, guess who cares? Nobody. You know what? You say you're better than me, prove it. You're going to have a chance. I know I got a great partner. You really trust your life and your career with Eric Young? We're going to be Monday, when you tune in tomorrow live on Spike, you're going to see the two highest paid cats on TNA contracts, because we're going to go out tonight and do what we do, and that's shine like gold. You want to stop us young, big sellout? We'll be the ones who look like movie stars.
Exactly. Nash, Young, Crosby, Stills. It doesn't matter who we got to go through to get those contracts. We're going to get them, and then it's going to be a party tonight.
Yeah, teenage fixing to get
It's going to be a party.
Teenage
Your
fixing
ass
to get
is our
cool.
grass, and we're going to smoke it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest, Contracts versus Band for Life, is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one, Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac.
Well, this is it for Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac. It's do or die time. It's win or else. It's finally earn a TNA contract with a victory or be banned for life with a loss.
See, no music here.
No, they're not under contract.
Well, Scott Hall still kind of acting smooth and dancing. He's got no music, but that's cool.
Scott may be hearing the music.
Could be. Scott's the one who looks like Elvis. Both these men are dangerous. Let's not look past their history and the success both these men have had as individual competitors, not only as a unit.
You think back, Taz, since Monday, January the 4th, we have seen Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac repeatedly find their way into the impact zone in spite of security's best efforts to keep them out.
Scott Hall showing his abdomen region, how ripped and structured it is. You agree, Mike?
And tonight, ripped and structured.
Scott Hall's looking good here, and Syxx-Pac. I've had the opportunity years ago to compete against Syxx-Pac. My man's got some toxic kicks, I can tell you that much. He can go.
Hey, yo. We're going a little retro with you now. I even got the Tizites on. So if you'll bear with the Wolfpack, we want to take a little survey.
Well, we are going retro.
Tizites means that's his trunks.
Oh, thanks.
How many people here at TNA want to see Syxx-Pac and Scott Hall with some big money contracts?
One more for the bad guys.
Their opponents first from Canada, Eric Young, and his tag team partner from Detroit, Michigan, Big Sexy,
Saw it in the video package to preview this matchup. Nearly 2 decades of history between Big Sexy, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Syxx-Pac, and Kevin, well, he never thought that he'd be in this position to battle these two.
I never in a million years thought I would see that. I never thought I'd see Kevin Nash on the opposite side of a ring from Syxx-Pac and Scott Hall. Really?
Kevin Nash always going to bat for his 2 bandmates in an effort to get them TNA contracts, only to be paid back, yeah, by being attacked by Hall and Pac.
Well, that you saw referee Andrew Thomas. That's what this match is about, as you pointed out, Mike. Hall and Syxx-Pac win, they get TNA contracts. If they lose, thanks for coming, they're banned for life.
Need to talk about the situation with Eric Young. He's been so supportive of Kevin Nash through obviously what's been a difficult time emotionally. I know Kevin has had a tough time dealing with having his friends, I guess you'd say. He had described them at one point as closer, tighter than his own family, only to see them stab him in the back.
Well, good point, Mike. We've seen Syxx-Pac and Eric Young, man, just have at it and just bang. I mean, the past several weeks on Impact, fights and this and that. I mean,
yeah, the disrespect and the dishonor being spray painted, Eric Young was, by Syxx-Pac, and we saw Eric get a slight measure of revenge against Syxx-Pac, but I think that the bottom line here is to have them banned for life from TNA.
Well, again, you see the quickness of Syxx-Pac.
Fez press, follow-up, roundhouse rights by EY, right on target.
Yeah, EY, in my opinion, has showed a load of intensity the past several weeks during this whole situation with Syxx-Pac and Scott Hall has evolved.
Yeah, you're seeing that intensity from him as he rams the head of Syxx-Pac into the canvas. Quick reversal, cheap shot from outside by Scott Hall, gets answered by Eric, and then...
But you see, that's tremendous strategy by...
Sure is.
Got a cover there by Scott Hall.
Momentary distraction from the outside forces you to turn right into the offensive move, the kick from Syxx-Pac.
And here comes Big Scott Hall right now. A little bit of a size difference right here.
Scott with the very familiar down low chop for EY as they lock it up.
Well, I think, you know, it's Scott Hall just kind of disrespecting Eric Young right in his face, saying, you know what, here, I got something for you. It's a mind game, it's a head game, it's a veteran move by Scott Hall. I think it's a good move. Grounding now, Scott Hall grounding with an armbar.
Paintbrushing him at the same time and
slapping him in the head.
It's one of those situations where you're not going to physically hurt Eric Young, but you're going to get into his head when you do something like that.
Absolutely. Scott Hall, a lot of power. He's a large man. Scott Hall's a big boy.
Going to go fall away and connects with that slam. Follow-up cover. Scott on top for the pin and a near fall. 2 count on Eric Young. Now you've got to admit, when it comes to Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac, they've got strategy here where they're tagging out, keeping a fresh guy in. And
Syxx-Pac and Mike, sorry to interrupt you, but Syxx-Pac and Scott Hall, they have a chemistry. It's it's years and years of competing together as a unit, a cohesive unit. So that natural chemistry is there. These guys are hanging on together, they're on a road together, always partying together. Maybe a little too much.
From time, time to time. We see, Syxx-Pac go airborne, crashing down onto Eric Young.
Hey, you know what? That was very impressive by Syxx-Pac. Syxx-Pac was doing that kind of stuff before there was an X Division, to be frank with you.
Battle continues outside. Eric going to try and turn it around, and that's one way to do it.
Wow, right straight forward into right into you. lower extremity yam bag region, and Scott Hall one step ahead of Eric Young.
Yeah, again, Scott Hall, Syxx-Pac showing the experience that they have working together. Scott was right there to help out his tag team partner after Eric Young had posted him.
Eric Young might get counted out here. Referee counting, use your fingers. He's throwing his hand. How many numbers you plus 6? All right.
Eric back in, but the beatdown continues. Back to that tag team basic strategy. Going to exploit the 5 count on the way out.
Again, just
keep him on that side of the ring at the same time.
Oh, yeah, it's tag team wrestling 101, and you see Kevin Nash tried to tag the back of Eric Young to get himself in this match, to no avail. And you see the height difference from Scott Hall. That helps with that rear choke. That sleeper version of a rear choke. When you have that height advantage, you have more leverage on the man.
Boy, Eric's got to get it rolling here. He's got to get this thing turned around, and I mean, he's got to get Kevin Nash into the match. Get the fresh guy in.
Well, that's a good way to turn it around. Now it's a little tougher when you're
the height difference that you talked about earlier here for Scott Hall helps him out defensively in this move.
Yeah, Eric Young's strong. He's got some thick guns and thick deltoids and stuff like that, so he kind of grinded it out.
Yeah, there's that the height edge of Scott Hall as he's able to break the sleeper attempt by Eric Young.
Well, Nash has got to be just dying to get in that ring and exchange with his former boys. Can Eric Young get over there and get Nash this match? He's got to do it. There it is.
Here we go. Kevin Nash, the referee didn't see it because I guess I don't know. What else could it be? I mean, Syxx-Pac had come in at the same time.
Now, what is it? Syxx-Pac.
Yeah, searching for something underneath the ring.
What's he got? It's like a can of something, a spray, probably paint, knowing these guys, right? Oh!
But we talked earlier about how Eric Young was spray painted by Syxx-Pac on impact, but now you're talking about being completely blinded.
It's got to burn the hell out of your eyes.
Sprayed the paint right in his eyes.
But wait. I don't understand how, doesn't the referee see the paint on Eric Young's face here? I guess the referee didn't see it, so he didn't. Oh, look at this, Eric Young.
Yeah, just swinging for the fences, but he connects. At least to Syxx-Pac, and here comes Big Kev.
That's what he needed.
Kevin Nash just moves the referee out of the way. Oh, now what? Oh! The jackknife powerbomb for his own tag team partner.
Kevin Nash doing the unthinkable. Wow. Just turning on Eric Young.
Oh, can you believe that? Making the tag official for the referee.
Referee, what is the ref gonna do? I mean,
yeah, you're right.
It's a load of, you know what, but
throw him to the wolves at this point, or the wolf pack. Who's it gonna be? Hall?
Well, who's
Syxx-Pac?
Who's legal? Does it matter? I mean,
gonna go for the edge here. There it is. And the double pin on Eric Young, and they've got TNA contracts.
Here are your winners, Syxx-Pac and Scott Hall.
Well, there it is. You know, the newest members to the TNA roster, I guess, right? Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac, thanks to their boy, Kevin Nash.
And Eric Young had been so loyal to Kevin Nash through all of this, and now everything comes to fruition right in front of our eyes, and we see that it was all a charade on the part of Nash.
Well, Eric Young I guess he never saw it coming.
And apparently, they're not done yet. Like the crime scene outline.
Well, there definitely was a crime committed. Several during this match. Well, I guess for life, you know what, man? Is for real. They're back. The band is back.
Yeah, they're not banned, B-A-N-N-E-D for life, but they are the band for life.
Well, that's just a legendary faction right there. And it's back together in full effect, and the sacrificial lamb was Eric Young.
Scott Hall, Syxx-Pac gain TNA contracts as they get the victory at Destination X as we send it to JB with Kurt Angle. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a matter of moments, this man, the Olympic gold medalist.
JB. All of a sudden, I have a real problem with people holding mics in their hands. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to do this one solo. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
Yeah, that was quite a message that Kurt Angle was sending to Mr. Anderson, wasn't it?
Got a funny feeling the dark side of Kurt Angle's going to come out tonight.
Only natural that the title belt that represents the No Limits X division, that it be at stake tonight at Destination X, and we're going to break it down for you with the X Factors. Doug Williams has made the flawless transition. Tag team champion to X Division title holder, the ground-based style. It can be the antidote to the high flyers. Eric Bischoff, well, pro X Division, before there was an X Division, strongly supported the cruiserweights. Now that natural evolution leads us to the X Division, and he named tonight's challenger recently on Impact. Yes, Bischoff responsible for bringing Shannon Moore to TNA, and after Moore recently took it to Doug Williams on Impact, Eric Bischoff made this match. Can Moore exploit the high-risk style and capture the gold? Or will Williams bring Shannon back down to earth?
Ladies and gentlemen, Destination X continues with the following TNA X Division Championship match. Scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger from Whispering Pines, North Carolina, Shannon Moore.
Well, there is the #1 contender, Shannon Moore, and that book around his neck is the Book of Dilligaff, folks.
Yeah, we heard about that recently on Impact, didn't we?
Yes, I actually have a Book of Dilligaff in my hand, believe it or not.
Where'd you get that?
Got it at Borders.
What'd that cost you?
About $1.98.
His opponent from the United Kingdom, the TNA X Division champion, Doug Williams.
A lot of people, when they saw Doug Williams maneuver his way, and you'll recall how he did it. They took that X Division title shot from Big Rob Terry. A lot of people thought Doug Williams in the X Division, really? We know him as a tag team champion. But to me, the style that he has, that he brings to this X Division, Taz, I talked about it in the X Factors, it could be the perfect thing to counter that high-risk offense that so many of the X Division competitors have.
He's a very rugged competitor, is Doug Williams. Kind of eerie that the outline,
isn't it, though?
Is still in the middle of the ring of Eric Young's body right there from the band reforming and just, well, that was then, this is now, but it's weird that that outline's in the middle of the ring, isn't it?
That's what I was thinking. You know, I want to remind you, earlier tonight at Destination X, Kazarian became the #1 contender for the X Division Championship when he won the ladder match. So obviously, Kazarian's got to be watching very closely to see who's victorious tonight in this title bout.
Well, Shannon Moore, you got to look past this man's exterior, the mohawk, the makeup on his face.
That whole glam rock look, huh?
Yeah, the whole glam rock thing for sure. Look past that. This guy, Shannon Moore, can go. I've had the opportunity to call a lot of Shannon's matches in the past, and he is the real deal, as is our X Division champion, Doug Williams.
Look on the face of Doug Williams. Tells us that Shannon Moore, the challengers, caught him by surprise here in the early going. We saw that on Impact when Eric Bischoff recently was a part of the matchmaking process here, putting this match together. Shannon Moore came out, took it to Doug Williams.
Well, yeah, he got a hell of an opportunity that Shannon Moore got placed in right by Eric Bischoff himself as #1 contender. That's a lucky night if you're Shannon Moore.
Nice arm drag.
Very nice.
Again. Series of moves, and then Moore follows up in the corner. Oof! Caught him first, inverted atomic drop, follows up with a big right hand at the top of the head.
Shannon Moore, well, oh, nice. Tremendous athleticism, hopping over, hitting that leg drop.
Yep, follow cover and barely gets a 2 count, if that.
By the way, did you Google, like Shannon said, did you Google Dilligev? I did.
I thought you were going to do that.
Well, I did, of course, because I'm a journalist.
What'd you find?
Well, I can't really say it on TV.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well, anyway.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I got.
You can't say it on TV?
Well, there's a bad word in it.
Oh, okay.
Well, oof, look at this.
Wow.
Nice.
Talked about the high-risk offense. We see it come right there from Shannon Moore. And so far to this point, Doug Williams has not had an answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shannon, you know, Shannon's kind of a tough guy to prepare for. Very unorthodox style. A unique fella, to say the least. Doug Williams, that's that salty veteran.
Yeah, it was a situation there where Shannon Moore got caught in the position of going up, and Doug Williams, just by ducking under, is able to turn it around immediately on the challenger.
You know what it is, Mike? Doug doesn't make many mistakes. He's completely different than all the other X Division athletes, but Doug does what Doug does best, and that's make very little mistakes, and he's calculating in his attack.
He'll wear you down with moves like this, the cravat-style headlock.
Yes. This can definitely tweak a neck, tweak your neck, any neck, a neck. Look at the knees to the face. Told you he was rugged.
Yeah, it just adds to the control that he has over the entire body of Shannon Moore. Comes off the ropes with that high knee. Champ on top for the cover and gets 2. And then right back to the same move.
Well, you want to try and ground, and that's what we're seeing here. You want to try and ground a competitor like Shannon Moore.
It's that old story. Take care of the head, the rest of the body's going to follow.
The body will follow. And Shannon Moore realized that. He's trying to punch his way out of it, and he did. Oh, look at that head right
ram-style headbutt. Watch him go gut wrench with the suplex.
Nice explosion in the hips and that gut wrench suplex. Textbook throw right there. Excellent suplex. It's a low suplex, but it's a snapping motion.
Of course, we've seen him gain so many victories, talking about Doug Williams with the chaos theory, that rolling style, I guess German you'd call it, suplex that he's employed to perfection on so many occasions. It might even be the move right here. Smart move by Shannon Moore, hooking onto the top ropes in the corner.
That running knee in the corner while Shannon's body had nowhere to go. Shannon Moore's got some, you know, he's got unique fans. He's kind of like got that whole gothic thing going on. He's got some freaky, deaky people following him around. Well, Shannon and Jeff Hardy, they kind of run together. They're both, you know, Jeff's, he's out there too, you know.
I remember January 4. Remember the two of them when they arrived here in TNA?
Yes,
prior to signing contracts.
Absolutely. Doug Williams, the X Division champion, keeping the pressure on the challenger right now. And can Shannon Moore get something going?
Yeah, the offensive aspect of Shannon Moore's attack has just been taken out of play totally by Doug Williams. Bad-mouthing him in the corner while he's got him throttled around the neck.
Well, yeah, if Doug Williams can bully Shannon Moore, he'll bully him. Shannon showing a lot of intestinal fortitude here, fighting back with some heavy right hands.
Big shots out of the corner, but the quick reversal sends Moore off into the ropes. Leaves his feet, goes airborne.
Oh, what a bulldog.
Yeah, comes back with that nice side headlock driven down to the canvas.
A jumping leg lariat. Very well placed. A traditional drop kick. Shannon now getting momentum, Mike.
Yeah, finally getting the offense on track.
Again, our audience is torn. Seems like Shannon's getting a little bit more of it.
Twisting moonsault. I think it might have caught him with the leg at the same time in the top of the head.
Well, yeah, you see Doug Williams trying to regroup on the outside, but be careful.
Baseball slide sends him directly into the steel, and Shannon Moore senses that he's got Doug Williams in a position where he can inflict more pain and punishment.
Well, now, look.
Boy, this is
look
high
at
risk.
Shannon.
Look out.
Watch out! Moonsault right on top of the shoulder and head area of the X Division champ. Shannon Moore looking good. Talk about dilly-gaff.
Challenger pulling out all the stops. What do you get? Doug Williams goes underneath the ring.
What the hell is that? Looks like a...
Come on, Shelley, bring it up. Get him off him.
I don't know what that is.
Like a brick? It's like a brick?
Like a...
Is that what he hit him with?
Here's your winner, and still TNA X Division champion, Doug Williams.
Doug Williams clean Shannon Moore's clock with a brick. I've seen a lot of people get hit with a lot of things. I've never seen a brick. Good God. Oh my God, look, he's busted open. Wow.
Who the hell do you think you are? Coming in here, getting a title shot, you never even deserved one in the first place. You're just another example of everything I despise about the X Division. Jumped up acrobats who call themselves wrestlers. No. Yours truly is the epitome of what the X Division should be. Technical wrestling, hold and counter hold, catch as catch can. That's why I bring prestige, not only to the title, but to the whole division. Hey, acrobats and high flyers belong in the circus with the clowns. And that's another thing you are, Shannon Moore. You're a clown. But I don't think very much of your makeup. Allow me to assist you.
Feelings of the X Division champ, Doug Williams, pretty obvious from...
You got some, hey?
I think Doug Williams, what is he looking for here?
Got some makeup. You. What about you? Give me your purse. Give me that. Give me the purse.
Oh,
Give me the purse.
Mugging him, what is it?
Took the purse
I think he said, Doug Williams heard him say something about makeup. I could have sworn that's what he said.
He just empties the contents of this fan's purse.
Taking lipstick and just disrespecting Shannon Moore.
Yeah. Applying his own version of the face paint, combined with the blood that's pouring down the head of Shannon Moore after Williams hit him with the brick.
Take a look at that. I think it's beautiful.
Well, I think Doug Williams showed tonight that he will do whatever it takes by any means necessary to hold on to his X Division title. He hit Shannon Moore with a freaking brick while the referee wasn't looking. Are you kidding me? Wow.
And in the process of hanging on to that X Division title, he's going to tell us all what's wrong with the X Division, at least in his mind.
Well, he is the X Division champion. I think his opinion's pretty, in my view, pretty valid.
Doug Williams retains at Destination X, while up next, the TNA Tag Team titles are at stake.
What I did, it's no big deal. So I saw an opportunity and I reached and I grabbed it. I didn't do anything out there in that ring that Hernandez himself wouldn't do had he had the same exact opportunity. From here on in, we have 100% of our focus defending these tag team titles against anyone, anytime, hell, anywhere. We're damn sure gonna go down in the wrestling history books as the physically most dominating tag team of all time.
2 years ago, me and my good friend James Storm made the decision to form Beer Money. All we ever wanted to be was the best. And by God, here we are today, the greatest tag team in all of professional wrestling.
Just like Beer Money, Hernandez and Morgan want to be the best. And at Destination X, I'm going to ask for a title shot for Beer Money.
What the hell was that out there?
What are you talking about?
For you go out there and you put our titles on the line like that, we need to be on the same page. We're in sync in the ring.
Wow, I'm really surprised that Matt Morgan, usually a very intelligent competitor, sat there jaw-jacking with his partner.
Lost the level of concentration. Morgan and Hernandez end up losing the match.
We damn sure need to be in sync out of the ring.
I saw what happened last week between you and Beer Money, and that was some BS. So if you're looking for a little payback tonight, I'm geared up, brother. Let's go get it done.
Since you wanted to get in the ring here with Hernandez, I'm going to make sure you get your opportunity. You're going to be the referee tonight in Hernandez's match against Beer Money. Well, right now, this is a bad situation here. 2-on-1.
Here comes his tag team partner, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan, headed to the ring just in the nick of time. He's coming over here to the broadcast table.
Look at this. He's my tag partner. You can't tell right now, could you? Because he put himself in another tag match with another tag team partner instead of concentrating on the task at hand, which is defending these damn tag titles come Destination X. He went into business for himself, and this is what happens.
Big question. It still remains of the Blueprint, Matt Morgan. Will he and Super Mex Hernandez, will they be able to communicate and coexist at Destination X?
Money Inc. looks to become 4-time World Tag Team Champions against Hernandez and Matt Morgan.
Tonight's tag team title matchup brings together two of the best teams in the business, but questions remain about the champions' ability to work together. Let's go to the taglines to preview this title match. After being put on the back burner in TNA, James Storm, Robert Roode surprisingly found themselves back in the title picture. Not only Beer Money was surprised, but Hernandez caught his tag partner off guard when he decided on his own to offer up a chance at the TNA World Tag Titles. Differences between the champions initially surfaced back and against all odds, matched against each other in the 8-card stud tournament. Can the divergent personalities of Matt Morgan and Hernandez mesh sufficiently to allow them to keep the tag team gold? Time to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. It is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first the challengers, Robert Roode, Cowboy James Storm, the team of Beer Money Incorporated.
Notice Mike, past few weeks on Impact here at TNA, a little bit of a different swagger in Beer Money. It's Storm and Roode.
Just the mere fact that they're on Impact, I think, tells a big part of the story, because they had been on just, I think it was like one show in several months. They voiced their displeasure, very vocal about that. All of a sudden, Eric Bischoff might be taking a liking to them, right?
Hey, you got to get noticed.
Yeah.
And you got to get noticed by Eric Bischoff and/or Hulk Hogan, and Beer Money has.
And their opponents, the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Hernandez and the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty obvious to see that Hernandez and Matt Morgan are not on the same page already.
Yeah, body language tells the whole story right there, doesn't it?
Well, the last we saw this past Monday on Impact, I mean, let's face it, Hernandez, that man right there, was getting beat down by Beer Money, while Matt Morgan could have went and helped, but he came over and started having a conversation with you and I.
Yeah, we anticipated that he was going to go to the ring, help out his World Tag Team Champion partner. Not the case. Instead, yeah, he came over to commentate on the match of all things.
So, you know, hey, look, it's, again, you can see that there's dissension in the ranks between the tag team champions. So, my opinion, yeah, you're going against a team like Beer Money, who's probably one of the best tag teams in TNA today. I think we're going to see a title change here. That's just my view.
Got to get your thoughts on just this overall tag team situation. Morgan and Hernandez, Taz, I mean, they're so physically imposing as a team. But tag wrestling is more than just overpowering your opponents. You mentioned it earlier with Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac.
Yes.
Team chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah, exactly. Hall and Syxx-Pac obviously have that. Now with Nash back in the fold, they definitely have it. But Beer Money exemplifies teams like Beer Money, Team 3D. You know, these teams who've been together for years and had immense amount of success. There's that chemistry there, that cohesiveness there.
And I mean, we have seen in the past tag teams that have those divergent personalities work together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they succeed.
But when it comes to the blueprint, Matt Morgan, Supermex Hernandez, yeah, let's see if they can get it together when they have to tonight when the TNA World Tag Team titles are on the line. And the blueprint says immediately he's going to turn things over to Hernandez.
What's that about? I guess Matt Morgan kind of just, I guess he's playing the role of the captain of the team. Now, I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, Hernandez going to start things off. Talk about the power game of the tag team champions, and we see it on display as he just takes Robert Roode, moves him right into the corner, and Roode fights back out of the corner, first with the boot, and now the challengers have got it turned around on the champs.
Listen, don't think that Beer Money doesn't notice right from Jump Street in this match that Matt Morgan and Hernandez, there's already problems. They know there's problems from last Monday. So, you know, it's easy for Beer Money to get on the same page here and pick apart Hernandez if they could here. Maybe I spoke too soon because the powerhouse has got control.
Roode able to fight back when it looked like Hernandez was going to go for the power bomb. Roode comes off the ropes, gets taken down first with the shoulder block. Nice drop down by Hernandez, and then the leapfrog. He's so agile for such a big, muscular, powerful individual. Got taken off his feet that time by Roode.
Absolutely. And you see right there behind Robert Roode and behind Hernandez, Matt Morgan reading a riot act to Hernandez. Now Morgan's saying, I'm coming in, I tagged myself in, watch me.
Yeah,
okay.
Read his lips. I mean, Hernandez is one of those individuals who lets his actions do the talking.
Where Morgan is all about arrogance, that's his thing.
It's arrogance and it's confidence to the point of cockiness, and well, that's pretty confident when you can be slugging down a brew in a tag title match, huh?
I could use one right now. I'm begging for the air conditioner to be on in this place.
Parched?
A little bit. Nice drop step into a duck under. That's what Robert Roode did there, using his height advantage, in my opinion. When you're a little bit short, you can do the quicker drop step, but look at the power by Matt Morgan.
Yeah, 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, and he's got Roode in a position where he, again, turns to his partner and says, this is how it's done.
I told you he was arrogant. It's almost like Morgan's kind of acting for a little bit there like he's in a singles match.
Well,
it's like Matt Morgan, he almost want Hernandez to prove himself to him.
We can see who's running things. You talked about it being the captain of the team.
These guys are the tag team champions. What is going on with these guys?
And I'm watching while Hernandez is being double teamed in the corner. Morgan's talking to the fans, just raising his hands, almost like he's frustrated at the performance of his tag team champion partner.
See referee Brian Hebner. We want to welcome Brian here to TNA, officiating this match. We saw him earlier too. Whoa, buddy!
How long is he going to keep him in position here?
I'll tell you what, that
as long as he wants, probably.
That brewski might get upchucked all over the stomach of Hernandez. Nah, he probably could hold his liquor pretty good, I would think.
James Storm, got to think the blood, along with the beer, rushing to the head of the Tennessee Cowboy.
Wow, look at how strong Hernandez is. Robert Roode wanting to put a stop to it.
I want to put a stopwatch to this. Finally, when he wants to.
Look at Matt Morgan. I noticed him on the apron. He don't seem too impressed.
How can you not be impressed with that?
Especially when he's on your team.
Well, you would think this would be the time when the Blueprint would be cheering him on.
I wonder if Matt Morgan is impressed enough with Hernandez.
He said, I'll tag in when I want to. Boy, he is running the show.
Yeah, Matt Morgan.
I guess he wants to.
Matt Morgan is taking, you know, being a hot dog and being a little cocky to another level.
Yeah, but he is one of those individuals who can back it up, Taz.
Oh, God, oh, no, you're not kidding. Matt Morgan, he's a definite blue chip athlete. Hitting a double bicep. That means he's showing his arms, Mike.
Yeah, I figured that out. Didn't need a roadmap for that one. And James Storr beaten down earlier by Hernandez, but you know that the Blueprint Matt Morgan is going to take all the credit.
See what Morgan's saying, one move, that's all it takes is one move.
Right.
Storm, you know, he ain't going to take that.
Missed the previous half dozen from Hernandez.
A little thumb in the eye. He'll slow anybody down no matter how big you are.
Breaks through the double team attempt by Beer Money. Answers with a double cross body block.
Hey, you know what? Matt Morgan might be very, you know, loaded with an attitude, and he's egocentric, but he's a tremendous athlete.
Well, that's the key. That's what I always say. Egomaniac for sure, but damn, he backs it up in the ring.
Wow. It's just here, Morgan say, I got to do everything by myself, and then he tags in Hernandez again. I think Hernandez should have maybe waited a little bit before he went for that backdrop, huh?
Yeah, caught him with the...
Oh! Well, that worked.
Don't have to wait for the big man's power game, and he can also fly.
Gonna go in Mexico. Oh, maybe not.
What the hell? Morgan puts on the brakes.
Oof!
Storm from behind with the kick that dazed Hernandez, and then Roode snaps his neck off the ropes.
Talk about the champions not being on the same page.
I mean, just at a point when they had the match turned in their favor. When Hernandez is going to fly, the 300-pounder go airborne, and he gets stopped by his own tag team champion partner.
Trying to figure out Matt Morgan's agenda here. I mean, it's obvious that, and to me, just my view, it's, I don't know if Matt's trying to have his team win this match or not.
Yeah, that's the key. I see his agenda as Hernandez is trying to avoid having that tag rope put around his neck. I know what the agenda is, but why would you do this when the tag titles are at stake here?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Yep.
I mean, you work your tail off to become a champion of any sorts here at TNA, and then you become a tag team champion. Why would you do that? I understand that Hernandez has been going into business for himself a little bit. I know that. You know, putting titles on the line like he did here without, you know, working out with Matt Morgan, and that's not cool. I get that. But at the end of the day, you got to be a team, just the way I see it.
Well, I'm with you there, but at the same time, Morgan's the individual who said, we want to prove to everybody that we're the best tag team in TNA. So I think that's what really caused Hernandez to go out and offer up this tag title shot.
Yeah, but you know, Beer Money's not just your everyday tag team. These guys are the real deal. I mean, former champions and whatnot. They can win titles on, you know, any night they want if they get the opportunity.
Yeah, looking to regain the gold and in a pretty darn good position to do so under the circumstances here as Hernandez fights back first with the boot, then able to amazingly take himself up to the top, but keep your eyes on the cowboy. Cut off by Storm, who crutches Hernandez up on the top, the turnbuckle.
And you heard Robert Roode slap his hands together so the referee thinks there was a tag.
Yeah, but there wasn't. But they're going to double team anyway. Beer Money. Double team suplex off the top.
Well, referee Brian Hebner was trying to keep Matt Morgan at bay. Matt Morgan wasn't really in hot pursuit to help Hernandez that much. He isn't right now.
Storm, the cover, and Hernandez able to get out before referee Hebner can count 3.
Still a lot of life left in Supermex, but that kick out was very powerful. Well, Hernandez not too far from the ropes. I thought maybe we would try to get to the ropes to break the hold, but instead, a gigantic elbow would stop him.
Storm going to try and fight back out of the corner. First with the elbow.
Inverted DDT, it looked like him.
Yeah, variation.
Yeah.
Leads to a lateral press for 2.
Matt Morgan is just so busy.
Yeah,
He's
right in the face, verbally.
Just cutting a promo on his partner here.
Yeah. So that's a way to put it.
Yeah, well, he's just reading him the riot act, like I said earlier. He's just chirping away at him.
Storm sent off into the corner, but still able to take the big man. But Supermex answers from the outside in shoulder block. Now slingshots into the shoulder block.
Well, now, you know, you would probably want to think Hernandez has got to try and tag in Matt Morgan.
You think Morgan's going to take the tag?
Well, you better grab the tag rope in the corner there before the tag's not legal, and you see him holding it.
That's the extra tag rope that Beer Money threw at him.
Well, Matt Morgan, he wants in here.
Here we go. Yeah, especially because Storm was in the defensive position, but he's got shots for both Roode and Storm, both members of Beer Money down, courtesy of the Blueprint.
Well, he's looking good right now. Like it or not, Matt Morgan doing the right thing for his team. Uh-oh, big-time goozle.
Yeah, got him throttled here. Going to try and take him up for presumably a choke slam, but cut off by the knee to the midsection by Roode, and then the knife edge chops.
Here comes Roode, and oh, there goes Roode. Wow.
Discus clothesline. Tags in his partner.
But why? Why would he tag in Hernandez? Is hurting.
At that point, especially when you can see that his partner's dazed.
Whoa! Some life left there.
Yeah. Not dazed to the point where he can't fly. That time he goes airborne. Little Air Mexico shot there.
Are you this dumb? You can't win it out here. Get in there.
He said, are you this dumb? You can't win it out here, which to a point is true. You're not going to get the 3 count outside before you can sure soften up the opposition like Hernandez just did. And how long can Hernandez take this?
Well, not long.
Beer spit accidentally, in the face of the Blueprint when Hernandez Hernandez gonna go for the cover. Got 2, got 3.
Here are your winners and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan and Hernandez.
Who needs to coexist?
Some way, somehow. Hernandez and Matt Morgan retain, and I'm a little surprised. I didn't think that was gonna go down like that. Ow! Talk about going down.
The carbon footprint to the face of his own tag team partner just moments after Hernandez had defeated Beer Money to keep the gold. I mean, how could you blame Hernandez for any of this?
Yeah, I just think that Matt Morgan's ego is bigger to him in his mind than those tag team titles and his partner. He's putting himself ahead of the team and just kicked it. Well, what is the status here? He just kicked his partner right in the face.
They're still TNA World Tag Team Champions, but he leaves Hernandez down after the carbon footprint. Wow. Up next, Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, wait, what's he got there?
That's the medal that Kurt wears around his neck, and he...
Oh, God. Kurt's bleeding bad. Mr. Anderson's just bringing the violence here.
Drives him down face first with the mic check. And gets 2 and gets 3.
You got to call out an upset.
Are you kidding me? That is disrespectful.
Mr. Anderson, I'm man enough to admit when I get beat. But that's not what pissed me off. You see, what pissed me off is what you did with this. I've had a real difficult year and a half. I had an appearance down in Fort Hood, Texas, at an Army base. And I had one soldier come up to me, and he said, Kurt, I believe in you. And he said, I want to give you this to remind you of who you are. When the match was over, you could have walked away the winner. But you came back, and you dropped this on my chest, and you spit on it. Mr. Anderson, I'm gonna make you suffer. I'll see you in hell.
Let me get this straight. I'm supposed to feel sorry because I spit on some metal.
You know, Mr. Anderson's treatment, it has taken disrespect and dishonor to a whole new level.
This, on the other hand, is pretty amusing.
Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
You had to wonder how long Kurt Angle was going to put up with this crap. And playtime has turned into payback time for Kurt Angle. The Angle slam on Kurt. Oh! Anderson taking that Warrior medal, this latest attempt by Mr. Anderson to show his scorn for Kurt Angle. This is disgraceful.
I brought a few of my closest friends out here with me tonight. These are the men and women, Mr. Anderson, who are willing to stand up, fight for, and even die for people like you and me. And as a proud American, it is my duty to protect and serve these soldiers when like you degrade them.
Anderson tossed into the ring by Angle. Whoa, he just backed into a wall known as the U.S. Army. The Olympic gold medalist, he tasted sweet revenge.
I see that little hunk of garbage around your neck as nothing more than a utensil to carve you up, man. Kurt, this is just a very small example of what you have in store for you this Sunday.
We're gonna find out who gets the last word, Destination X.
Mr. Anderson prepares to face the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Destination X continues with the following grudge match, scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Henderson.
Tonight at Destination X, Mr. Anderson, Kurt Angle. We saw Angle get on Impact a little bit of payback, Taz. Tonight, this is where Kurt proves to Mr. Anderson and the world that he's the better man because he's supporting our United States troops.
His opponent is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. He is Kurt
Oh my God. Good lengthy conversation earlier today over a cup of coffee with Kurt Angle. And I'm telling you what, right now, he is locked in right now in the zone. He wants to dismantle Mr. Anderson.
The proud American, the Olympic gold medalist, represented our country in Atlanta, Georgia. And he's got the Warrior medal. Yeah, Mr. Anderson, you can reference it as a hunk of garbage, something that you used twice to carve up Kurt Angle. But that soldier from Fort Hood, Texas, believes in Kurt and knows that Kurt is a true warrior.
Well, it kind of gave Kurt, in his mind and his emotions, a second chance and to kind of regroup himself. And it helped Kurt come back to becoming Kurt Angle again. And you know, overturn obstacles he's had. And I'll tell you what, right now, if you're Mr. Anderson, just be careful. Don't get yourself into a pure wrestling game with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because you can rarely win when you boil it down to that with Kurt.
See how Kurt mobilizing the head and arm of Mr. Anderson. Good way to tear a bicep in an opponent's arm like that by scissoring his arm.
Kurt maintains the grip, maintains the lock. Anderson able to get back up to his feet, and that's a key.
Well, you see how tight Kurt keeps his chin to the top of Anderson's head. That keeps the clasp, you know, his hands and his head tighter into the headlock. And you see, you can see Mr. Anderson just getting out of dodge.
Angle does not miss a trick when it comes to little things like that, does he, Taz?
No, he does not. It's not a fun place to be, trapped in the clasp, the grip of Kurt Angle. I'm telling you that from experience.
As they lock it up, off the collar and elbow, immediately back.
That hot headlock, that side headlock takedown all hip. Kurt pops his hip, twists his hips, ends up in the right spot, leaning on his own hip. Tell you what, if you're Anderson, that's it. You better not leave that arm there because Kurt will hook it again with his legs.
In Kurt's mind, Taz, this is all about the wear-down process, isn't it?
Well, this is perfect. This play's ready to Kurt Angle. You know what? I think Mr. Anderson, I don't really like his game plan right here in the beginning. You don't want to play this game with Angle. See how Kurt stalks him, boom, right back to it. This is Kurt Angle all the way here.
Using the basics to perfection, back to the side headlock. You talked about seizing the arm, and he's done it again.
Exactly. I mean, if you keep giving it to him, Kurt's going to keep taking it. Anderson, I guess he's just, you know, he's another cocky fellow. So he might be thinking, no, I could out-wrestle Kurt Angle.
Good luck with that.
Kurt, I think the success that Anderson could have here is to try and be crafty and savvy. Try to outwit Kurt.
He's already gotten under his skin. And what's Kurt saying? Just let.
I think Kurt wants to give him the headlock.
He's inviting him in to take the headlock?
Yeah.
See if he can do as well, maybe?
Yeah, well, I don't think Mr. Anderson's that stupid. Don't do it, Anderson, I'm telling you. Don't do it.
Why not?
It's the oldest wrestling school trick in the book.
I say do it.
If Kurt's giving you that hold, that means he's got to counter for that hold as soon as you grab it.
Let's see it.
Oh, you want to see Anderson go for a ride?
Sure.
You might. Well, Anderson took the bait. Let's see what happens now. Oh, got punked out in the back of the head there.
After all the dishonor and disrespect we've seen from Mr. Anderson towards Kurt Angle and our United States troops,
tell him again.
This is Kurt's opportunity here to really show up Anderson.
Kurt better be careful, though, because I don't know if Anderson's going to go for that a second time.
Well, Kurt runs the risk of leaving the head wide open there as he invites him to take the side headlock again.
Yeah, well, Kurt could sprawl real quick if he goes for something, a front headlock, or just let him do it, and let's see what happens again.
2 for 2.
This is his game. This is Angle's game, you know. This is his realm. This is Kurt Angle's realm.
Loves showing up. Anderson loves embarrassing him, says, try it one more time. We know Mr. Anderson didn't take kindly to being embarrassed.
You know, I'm not a betting man, even though I know you're a very big betting man, and I don't think it's a good idea. I don't like his odds here. I don't like Anderson's odds, Mike. If he gets the, oh, there you go. Well, I think that's more like it if you're Mr. Anderson. That's smart.
Goes for the boot instead. Now grabs the side headlock. But Kurt's got an answer for that too.
Good Lord!
Just going to drop you directly on your head.
What an explosive back suplex. How quick Kurt peeled that throw off.
Follow up in the corner. Boot placed directly across the face of Anderson. As Kurt just maintains the control that he has had throughout the opening minutes of this match.
This is how Kurt picks apart people. He wears them down. Oh! He wears you down with some straight up wrestling in the beginning. Gets in your head.
Off the back body drop, goes for the cover and
gets in your head a little bit, telling you to get side headlocks while he's punking out and embarrassing you on worldwide, you know, pay-per-view here, you know, on TV, and then he starts beating you down. Not a good way to spend a Sunday night.
Kurt to the corner mount. Tough here for Anderson to fight back. Trying to block those shots from Angle, but...
Well, can you blame him?
Yeah.
I mean...
You can cover up all you want in the corner. And Kurt still reins in about a half dozen shots to the top of the head. Got him wobbly, got him dazed.
Got an explosive vertical suplex snapping style. Kurt's just having a good time tonight. Kurt just hovering over Mr. Anderson.
Just toying with him at this point. Shoots him off into the corner. As Kurt comes in, Anderson, desperation move, able to get the leg up, able to get the boot in his face.
That might, you know, that might be the opening that Anderson needs.
Oh. That time he dropped down with all of his weight onto the floor and at the same time tried to yank Angle's arm directly out of the socket.
It could definitely separate your shoulder that way. Tear a bicep or a tricep. Now that flying arm bar right to the left bicep of Kurt Angle. And again, there's that outline. It's kind of eerie of Eric Young's body thanks to the band.
Complexion of this match has turned now totally in the favor of Mr. Anderson as he applies the boot to the head of Kurt. You can see Kurt still favoring the arm.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect time to stomp somebody in the face when they're favoring their arm and holding their arm. You go after a different part of their body and look like Mr. Anderson trying to drive the sole of his boot through the stomach of Kurt.
And at the same time, Kurt doesn't have the ability to use his arm to block any of the offense of Anderson.
Yeah,
you can see he's dissecting him. Watch the punches where they go directly into the arm that he injured and now follows up, puts all of his weight behind that shoulder.
Well, I mean, you know, I think it's good strategy by Mr. Anderson. He's fighting for his life out here for a good portion, a good bulk at the beginning of this match. You know, Kurt was wearing him out, and Kurt's wearing him out again here.
Kurt able to use the free arm, the good arm to fight back, but then
it wasn't just a shoulder block, it was a running shoulder block by Mr. Anderson.
And directly into the arm and shoulder that was previously hurt.
Yeah, you're right. Kurt is favoring that upper part of his bicep, and looks like Mr. Anderson got some version of a key lock right there on. Got a pin, oh! Gotta watch Kurt.
It's a combination move where he's got Angle's shoulders down in a pin attempt while at the same time reaching through and grasping and keying the grip.
Not only that, but all of Anderson's weight is on the upper body face area while the arm is key locked. Tough for Kurt to kick out with all of Anderson's body weight on his shoulders.
First step for Kurt here has to be what, Taz? Just get off of his back, right?
Yeah, get off your back and maybe pick an ankle. You know, try and, that leg's right there. Oof. Anderson's ankle and leg is right there, and I could see Kurt trying to single leg or ankle pick Mr. Anderson if he could. Oh! But Anderson is just bringing the violence.
Quick roll up out of the corner. But Kurt, gritty, determined, fights back, able to avoid the 3 count. But the way that he got flung with that, the left shoulder directly into the steel post.
It was nasty.
It was
followed up by actually, it's going to sound weird, but an aggressive schoolboy. He didn't just roll up Kurt. He stacked all of Kurt's body weight on Kurt's surgically repaired neck, forcing him really to exert energy to kick out. Now a traditional arm bar here. Nice wide base by Mr. Anderson. Got control of the limb of Angle.
Angle able to use the free arm, the right hand, to fight back. Series of blows. Third one caught him good right in the face, and as Kurt comes off the ropes. Well, he went for the clothesline, but you could see that
I think
he just doesn't have anything left on the left side.
Well, I think Kurt's emotions got the better of him there. He wanted to do a high-impact move with some running behind it, bring some force, but you're correct. That left bicep, shoulder area of Kurt is in dire straits.
Yeah, one of those things where it sounds good, looks good on paper, but when you try and come back with a move like that after the arm's been injured, and you've got to do it to Mr. Anderson in this kind of a match, maybe he had second thoughts, but
got him that time.
Yeah, that time he's using the right, and now he's having some success because he's using the good arm. The right comes into the corner, but Anderson able to get the boots up momentarily. Kurt's got him belly to belly.
Yeah, you notice how Kurt, that's all hips. He did that throw, basically one arm.
Pin, he gets 2, and
Kurt had the wherewithal to get his hips below Anderson's hips and had a good grip with one arm, bad grip with the bad arm, and was able to peel up the throw.
Still had that hip power going to get the move off. That time, Angle pays with the back body drop attempt. The big boot by Anderson, who comes back, and Kurt that time caught him with the clothesline. Angle, cover, leg hook. Anderson shoulders down, but able to fire that shoulder up before 3.
Kurt, I'll tell you what, has brought some nasty clotheslines. Now, Kurt got some bad intentions on his mind. Maybe an Angle slam. Oh!
Went for the move, but Anderson avoids it. Oh! Gets him up on his shoulders, rolls through, goes for the cover. Anderson the pin attempt for the near fall.
Physical battle here. Physical battle. A lot of bad blood between these two men.
Anderson stalks.
Yeah, picking the spot, right?
Angle.
Smart.
Yep, measures, waits when Kurt gets up.
For that mic check.
Kurt uses the elbows to counter the mic check, and there we go, German, and of course he keeps the grip. Gonna go to the well again. Anderson tries to fight it off, but no luck, no success. That's 2.
Anderson looking like he's getting shot out of a cannon.
Anderson elbowing, trying to break
going for the
that
hat trick.
grip, but
yeah, trying to break the grip because Anderson realizes that's the key. Good luck breaking the finger strength and wrist and hands of Angle.
Olympic gold medalist, straps come down. Gonna take it to another level here as he goes up. Bam! And Angle connects. Angle slam, leads to the pin, leads to 2, and wow. Whoa.
I thought Kurt had it. I thought he had it in the bag right there. I don't know if he was able to get the whole deal on that Angle slam, the whole enchilada. I'm not sure. It looked like Kurt kind of favored his arm a little bit beforehand.
I was just going to say, you think back to the strategy of Anderson and how smart it is to work on the arm of Angle because it limits what he can do with the suplexes, but then Kurt goes to the patented ankle lock submission hold.
Well, that bad boy's locked in.
Pulling back out towards the center.
Anderson's got to try to get to that rope to break that hold. Whoa, there you go.
Whoa. Angle puts on the brakes and then the low blow from behind. That cheap shot by Anderson. Gonna go mic check. He hit the mic check. He rolls him over. He uses the trunks. Did he get 3?
No, I don't think he did. I think Kurt popped that shoulder up.
Well, he was right on the verge of victory that time.
Well, yeah, I think Anderson's eyes almost fell out of his head because he thought he got the win. I think he wants to get the win and get out of here.
Yeah, and Kurt sensing the serious nature of the situation with the 3 count, just that split second away, and the natural reaction of the Olympic gold medalist, that was sufficient to avoid 3 off the mic check. Both men's finishing maneuvers. Angle slam, mic check, not able to get the 3 counts as Anderson just rams him directly into the corner. Now going to position him up top.
Well, let's see. You know, if Anderson can get some kind of maneuver up here off the top rope to get some impact on the mat with Kurt's back and Kurt's neck, it's probably never 100%. Whoa, wait a minute.
But Kurt fights back. Elbows, forearms, punches.
Oh!
He hit everything at him. I heard that one all the way here at the broadcast booth.
Punched him right in the face.
Gonna go frog splash off the top and nails it.
He got
Angle cover. Angle 2. No.
Kurt Angle, textbook frog splash. Not an easy move to do. Got to really bring your abdominal strength into play for that move. That was shades of the late, great Eddie Guerrero right there, baby.
Arm drag off the attempt at the angle slam by Anderson, and that time the contact was made with the referee. Clothesline, it just decked him. Oof. And Anderson hits, I guess, his own version of the angle slam, huh?
Yeah, no referee's down, though.
Gonna try and beat Kurt with his own move, but referee down and out. There's nobody to count 3.
Got to get another referee out here or something, or get some kind of control going on here.
Anderson looks around, surveys the situation.
Well, there's no authority figure in the ring, and now with Anderson,
that makes Anderson very dangerous.
Yeah, he's a twisted fella, man. He's twisted.
Anderson trying to get his bearings, looking around ringside. TNA fans not cooperating.
Get out of the way! That chair might be bent. Well, referee still out. Kurt Angle starting to come to a little bit here after getting hit with his own move. Oh my God.
Watch out, Kurt.
Anderson's gonna waste Kurt Angle here. You can see it. Or not.
What's this about?
Oh.
Well, on 2 occasions, he's used the Warrior medal to, in his own words, carve up the head of Kurt Angle. And it looks like Mr. Anderson is gonna do it again. No!
Whoa! Huh. I think Kurt was playing possum.
Amazing recovery by Angle. and then the suplex for Anderson. Kurt looks at the Warrior medal, looks to the crowd, and you would presume thinking of our United States troops.
Oh, man!
And that time, it's Kurt Angle using the Warrior medal on Mr. Anderson. You talk about carving up somebody's head.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and that one goose is bleeding a lot. And I said it earlier, we're going to see the violent and dark side of Kurt Angle. We sure as hell is.
Angle reaches the point where he finally snaps.
We got to get another referee out here, Mike. The referee Slick Johnson.
Going to try and be revived here. Anderson's trying to head for the hills. Angle's going to bring him back in and cinch in that ankle lock.
Ain't many hills in Orlando. How much blood is coming out of his head. He's caught in the ankle lock. Referee Slick Johnson's up and about. Almost up, I should say.
There it is. Pulling back in. Dead center. Middle of the ring. And then sit down and just lock in and watch him tap out.
Here's your winner,
What a brutal turn of events. Kurt Angle playing possum, ripping open the skull of Mr. Anderson and damn near ripping his ankle off the bone, baby. Wow. Victorious Kurt Angle.
Got to admit, though, Taz, it was one of those ultra-competitive matches.
Oh, yeah.
Went back and forth between the two.
Definitely was.
But in the end, Kurt Angle, victorious, used the Warrior medal to carve up Mr. Anderson and get the submission victory with the ankle lock.
Well, look, let's face it, Anderson had it coming, and Kurt Angle brought it. And now, Mr. Anderson, part of his own blood flowing throughout his face and hair area there. And
what's this about? He's calling for the mic?
Mike, he needs a Band-Aid.
In this condition?
As I said, people are fake. You're not an American hero, Kurt. You're probably not even a real gold medalist.
Come on.
You most certainly aren't a real American. I tried to have a straight up match with you tonight.
Yeah, you're all hard.
And you had to resort to cheap tactics to get the victory. And now, well, these people right here think that you're gonna go home tonight and lay your head down on your pillow and rest easy. I know, Kurt. You know, Kurt, that the only thing you're gonna be doing tonight is laying in bed with your eyes open, staring at the ceiling, and the word that's gonna keep going through your head over and over again is Anderson. 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 Anderson.
believe the gall of Mr. Anderson?
No.
Cheap tactics is what he says. The same thing that we've seen on 2 previous occasions from Mr. Anderson.
I think Mr. Anderson feels like he was, beaten and bloodied and battered out here, so he wanted to get the last word, and he did.
He got it. Taz, let's set the stage. Destination X main event, it's on deck. It's AJ Styles to defend the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against the Monster Abyss. We talked about it earlier. They have met in the past. But this Abyss that AJ's going to face tonight, nothing like the Abyss that he's met before.
I agree, and I know you said that earlier, but let's be fair and call a spade a spade.
Okay.
This is a different AJ Styles also. He's motivated. He's got Ric Flair behind him, working with him, getting that head right, getting that cocky attitude going. Let's face it, AJ Styles, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, he's living a dream, bro. He really is.
Couldn't agree with you more. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on deck. It's our Destination X main event. TNA World Heavyweight Championship, AJ Styles, Abyss, and it's next.
I am so sick and tired of watching you be afraid of your own shadow. Right now, it stops. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. This is the only thing that ever loved me. I destroyed my body to earn this ring. Yeah. Do you understand that this is my life? It encompasses Hulkamania and the world. This is yours. You will be, from this point forward, 10 times a man, 10 times a wrestler, 10 times stronger than Hulk Hogan ever was. Yes, sir. Do you feel the power? Feel it, Hulk.
Something transpired that has absolutely got me crazy. The immortal Hulk Hogan gave his Hall of Fame ring to Abyss. Are you kidding me? The only thing you'll ever be good for is shining the world champion's boots.
So why don't you do everybody a favor and take that Hall of Fame ring off
and put it on AJ Styles' finger? What in God's green earth are you doing? Giving him a Hall of Fame ring.
Abyss is forced to witness this brutal assault on the man he idolizes.
You will never cower again.
Oh my God, I think Hulk's busted open, Mike.
You will never shake. You will never back up, brother.
Oh, Abyss feeding off the power of the Hulk Hogan Hall of Fame ring, just busted right through the cup.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to see you go out there like that.
I promise you, this is the last time for me. And Abyss, he's got my back.
Wind him up. Power him down. Black hole slam. Abyss just pinned the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now watch out, Flair with the chair.
You can just feel the vibe, the power of the Hulkamaniacs. AJ's look tells the whole story. Could I lose my TNA title at Destination X?
The Monster Abyss challenges the phenomenal AJ Styles with the Nature Boy Ric Flair in his corner for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
We are just moments away from the TNA World Heavyweight Championship match where AJ Styles will be defending his title against the Monster Abyss. Now, earlier tonight, we heard a few words from your mentor, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Now, with Flair confined to a wheelchair, how is this going to affect your strategy going into tonight's match?
The strategy will be the same as it's been since Ric Flair 3 months ago walked into my locker room and said, together, AJ, we'll go to the moon. Win at all costs and nothing less. And that's exactly what I'm prepared to do. Defend my World Heavyweight title. In addition to that, teach Abyss a lesson. And that lesson is, you don't try to break the back of a 61-year-old man. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are trying to take the TNA World Heavyweight title from the champ? I don't care if you have Hogan's ring, Superman's cape, Samson's hair, Batman's... whatever it is that makes Batman tough. I don't care. The result will be the same as it's always been. I beat you, period. Because at the end of the night, I'll be the one standing with my TNA World Heavyweight title, styling and profile.
Over to you, JB.
Thank you very much, Christy Hemme. I'm here with the 6'8" monster Abyss, and we just heard from the phenomenal AJ Styles, who seems awfully confident in his chances tonight.
Why wouldn't he be confident, JB? He's the world champ. And he has Ric Flair. Or what's left of him on his side. What AJ doesn't understand, though, is that he and I are from different sides of the same coin. He's got Ric Flair, but I have the power of Hulk Hogan and all the Hulkamaniacs running through my body. AJ, you talk a great game. You say that you're gonna make me pay for what I did to Ric Flair last week. But the reality is, Ric Flair practically begged me to put him into that wheelchair. So after all this time and all this buildup, we're finally here, AJ, you and me, for the TNA World Heavyweight title. And when I'm done with you, AJ, there's not gonna be anything left. So AJ, what you gonna do when Abyssamania and the power of all the Hulkamaniacs runs wild and crazy on you?
Here we go. This is it. Main event time in Destination X. The power, the control, the prestige of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt goes to the victor.
Well, you know, what I'm wondering right now is what's going through the mind of AJ Styles. He has to deal with this gigantic individual, this monster. A monster that is just motivated right now. He believes in the power of Hulkamanias around his ring. Good luck to the champ, man. I think he's gonna need it.
So many elements are going to determine tonight's winner and tonight's loser. To me, the obvious physical advantages may be the most important aspects of our Destination X Championship bout, and I am talking about the overall size and power edge that Abyss has over AJ Styles.
But the psychological edge, the momentum, as we heard Hulk Hogan say earlier tonight, the momentum that the Monster Abyss, the challenger, has right now.
Forget those final images from Impact this past Monday. Ric Flair slammed directly into the entrance ramp. AJ Styles looking on in horror, clutching the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Yeah.
Taz, is this it? Is the 6-month reign of the phenomenal AJ Styles about to end?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know which. I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here, but all I know is going back to what you just said, when Ric Flair got driven through the stage by Abyss. Speaking of Nash,
there's the result of that tremendous move by Abyss. All the power as we see Chelsea wheel the Nature Boy.
It's unbelievable that Chelsea's even hot pushing the guy in a wheelchair. But you talked about AJ Styles. It looked like on Monday, AJ dodged a bullet, grasping on to the World Heavyweight title as he watched his mentor get driven through the stage.
To set the stage for our Destination X main event with the official introductions, we're going to send it to the ring and Jeremy Borash.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Andrew Thomas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's time for your Destination X main event of the evening. Introducing first of all, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 355 pounds. He is the #1 contender for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. He is the Monster of Bass. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, he is seconded to ringside by the Nature.
Whoa, 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 look at this!
Abyss all over AJ Styles. Challenger takes it to the champ. Remember what Hulk Hogan told him earlier. The gold on your finger is going to lead to the gold around your waist. With that, the Hall of Fame ring that Hulk Hogan transferred to the Monster Abyss has just done wonders for his confidence.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that, I'll tell you what, I kind of like the fact that the challenger attacked the champion, you know, while Jeremy Borash, JB, was making the introductions. Nothing wrong with that. Get this thing going. You get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my God.
This has even got the new ring gear as we look over the shoulder of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, confined to the wheelchair because of the Monster. Wow. Tribute to the Nature Boy with the chops not having much effect or impact on the 350-pounder who just ran at him and put the shoulder block and sent AJ, our champ, directly through the ropes out onto the entrance ramp.
Did you hear that sickening thud, that thump? That was AJ's skull hitting the ramp. Oh my God, Abyss is on the ramp, Ric Flair's on the ramp. I wonder if Flair's having nightmares. You don't look it.
Oh, you can see Flair tense up as Abyss makes his way towards the wheelchair-bound Nature Boy. And watch out. On second thought, maybe put it in reverse. Abyss has got AJ in a difficult position out here. He's got the champ throttled with that attempted, what looked like it might be a choke slam, but well, learning all the dirty tricks from the dirtiest player in the game, Flair, as Styles is able to come back.
Gotta be careful of a count out here.
Boy, at the same time, you've got to hope that the referee, Andrew Thomas, is going to give these guys some leeway when it comes to that, Taz.
Well, usually with a championship match, that does happen.
Styles stretches his way back to Flair.
That was awesome. What a belly-to-belly suplex.
AJ just went styling and profiling all the way across the ring.
He was jet flying already.
Yes, he was. Son of a gun, you're right.
He was monster flying. Look at that. A drop kick right to the front of the shin. Chopping down that gigantic redwood of Abyss.
It's a move you'd anticipate from AJ because of the size difference. Get the big man down onto the mat, get him down to your size. And
well, that's what obviously AJ Styles has to do in order to retain his championship. Keep the pressure on Abyss and keep Abyss down on the mat, so the size is not a big difference.
You would presume at the same time AJ's going to want to keep separation from Abyss so that he can go for more high-risk moves and at the same time avoid the power game of the Monster.
Oof. Well, of course, you know, look, AJ Styles obviously has a much more, he has a speed advantage and a quickness advantage and a cardiovascular advantage, I would assume, than Abyss. Abyss is a large, gigantic man. Now AJ, he's gonna go soaring right here.
We talked about separation. That's what AJ got, separation from Abyss so that he can hit a move like that.
That's how the champ gets it done.
Let's take a look right here. Look at the athleticism of our champion. Look at that. That is simply awesome right there.
Yeah, love him or hate him, it is phenomenal.
Look at Nash wooing away while he's in a wheelchair. I think Chelsea was doing a little woo action too. Whoa!
Styles around the ringside area. Finds a steel chair.
Well, referee Andrew Thomas catching red-handed AJ in the middle of the act.
AJ positions and wedges the chair.
I don't blame it. Angel wants to get it out of there. That's exactly, he's doing his job. Kudos.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's distracted by trying to unwedge that chair, and that enables AJ behind the back of the referee to take the steel cable, the rope, and have it positioned right across the windpipe of Abyss.
You can almost sense some desperation in our champion AJ Styles. You know, look, you got Ric Flair confined to a wheelchair. You got the Monster Abyss with the motivation of Hulkamania behind him. Oh, don't do that, AJ. What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? Is right. Gonna try and body slam 350 pounds of Abyss.
Well, we know that AJ Styles is a thoroughbred, and he's very confident. That was not smart, but that was. And that. Wow.
Screaming, I'm the best. Flair and Chelsea love it. Earlier tonight, we saw Kazarian become the #1 contender for the X Division title. Motor City Machine Guns the same for the tag team titles. You'll recall last month, the Pope D'Angelo Dinero wins the 8-card stud tournament at Against All Odds.
That's right.
He moves into position to face the winner of this match, Taz, next month when we have our lockdown pay-per-view in St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, who will the champion be? That's the question. Abyss now kind of caught right here. He's trying to fight himself out of this heavy artillery that AJ Styles is bringing. That's the danger when you face a man like AJ Styles, a champion like AJ Styles. He can hit you from so many different angles and just take you apart and pick you apart.
Crowd, staccato hand clapping, showing their support here to try and get Abyss to mount a comeback, and AJ continues the focus and the direction of his offense. That's to work on the legs of Abyss.
Ankle and knee. That'll tear apart. Ligament in your knee, your ankle.
You touch me?
Ligament, I'm sorry, your ankle. Tear apart your lateral collateral ligaments in your knee. Looks like the Nash.
Flair just loves the way that Styles has been dissecting the leg of Abyss with this attack. Abyss tries to fight back out of the corner with rights, but they don't have much effect.
Yeah, well, Abyss is obviously in pain, you know.
And in the way that he's positioned in the corner, you can't really get much power and strength behind those shots.
Well, he can't put his body weight, Abyss, behind the punch. Yes. Don't take too long now. Don't take too long, AJ.
Confidence level rising in the champ.
AJ gets a little cocky at times. I think he's going to do some sort of a springboard here, Mike.
That's what he loves.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Abyss sensed the same thing that we did, but AJ stops whatever attempt that Abyss was going to have with the kicks, and then the clothesline is big. Back elbow that time. As the champ set for the ride, Abyss elevates him high up with the back body drop.
You see what you don't want? You don't want Abyss to bring more momentum now and let him hit that second gear.
You saw the concern etched on the face of the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Virtually with one arm. New champ.
Side slam down, leads to the cover, but not 3, just 2.
See how quick you have that big size advantage. How quick you can turn the tides and get yourself where you need to be with your opponent. Abyss is in the driver's seat now.
Gonna take him up, could be the shock treatment backbreaker, but AJ able to drop down and avoid the move and answer with that Pele kick to the top of the head.
Pele hit its mark.
It's that move that you just never see coming. He can unleash it at any time, and he just did that to perfection.
Yeah, but was not able to follow up.
No, he's gonna go springboard again right here, and does. This time, it works out to Styles' benefit. Drops Abyss, goes for the pin. Boy, he really had good weight positioning that time. That's a great idea with that kind of a pin attempt, but he just doesn't have Abyss worn down sufficiently.
Trying to push and keep down the big shoulders and that gigantic head that Abyss has. Got a head like a bucket.
Seen wrestlers so often just try to use a normal body press attempt on Abyss, and there's just no way, just because of the pure mass, because of the pure size. Watch this double leg. Gonna go catapult.
Oh, God, the chair. Oh, my God, the chair that AJ set up himself.
Comes back to haunt him. How about the impact that he got catapulted into the corner by Abyss?
AJ got shot by his own gun.
Now we're going to go shock treatment. Up on the shoulders. Boom! Directly down with that backbreaker. Now we could have a new champ. Roll over. Body weight
got him,
on top.
got him. Oh. No. Not much life in the champion. If Abyss can come back with something, another offensive move real quick, we might crown a new champ right here.
Abyss back up to that base. AJ slowly making his way towards, I think, what he thought would be either the floor or the ropes, just to try and get out of play.
You talking about AJ?
Yeah, but
I don't
Abyss
think he knows. Listen, I don't think AJ even knows where the hell he is right now.
Could be the case. He was looking for relief someplace, and Abyss isn't going to give it to him.
Oh, man. Abyss looks like he's climbing to that second rope. Oh, boy.
Wow, big man positioned up there.
That's a large body on those ropes.
AJ fighting back out of the corner, shots to the rib cage. Was he biting? Yeah, biting and gnawing on the head of Abyss.
He's desperate. The champion is desperate.
Should be.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, a move like that. If Abyss could have hit some kind of a suplex out of the corner.
Watch this. Watch AJ.
Curtains for Styles.
Watch AJ. There goes the champ.
Wow.
Unreal.
He's got spiral tap pin, and no!
Get on him.
Flair says get right back on him, but AJ's just astonished that he didn't get the 3 count.
Yeah, AJ's definitely astonished.
Well, the move off the top was awesome, and you know what? The kick out was equally as awesome.
Absolutely, you gotta follow up, AJ. AJ, turn around. Champ's in trouble.
But he doesn't know it.
He's gonna find out.
Yeah. Black hole slam. Cover him. Pin him. Could be a new
champion. Wow. What?
Come here. What do you want? You need to get back.
What the hell?
Flair just blinded referee Andrew Thomas. What did he spray in his eyes?
I don't know what the hell that was. Screaming. The referee screaming.
Oh, the low blow by Styles when Abyss had his back turned. Flair going to toss the championship belt into AJ so that he can use it on Abyss.
What the hell did Flair spray the ref would? I don't think it was. I don't know if it was cologne. Oh, look at AJ. Here comes AJ. Oh!
Shot with the championship belt directly into the head, directly into the face of Abyss. It was like Flair had, if we can see the referee, Andrew Thomas is being held down. It was either like a spray, maybe it was like some mace or cologne.
It might have been. You couldn't see it on our monitor here, but they just, medical staff just took the referee out of here. Whoa!
Oh yeah, it's Hulk Hogan, and it's Earl Hebner coming out as the referee. And Flair can't believe it.
Nowhere for Flair to go.
Yeah, even though he's in a wheelchair, Flair still interferes, says, Chelsea, get out of here. Hang on.
AJ wants Flair. Don't take Flair, he's saying. Referee Earl Hebner keeping AJ in that ring.
Yeah, Flair stuck in the chair and getting a ride from Hulk Hogan up the ramp. That's the way to even things up.
Flair's hot. Well, right now.
I'm gonna kill it.
Watch AJ.
Here he comes.
450 splash. Cover 2. No. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
AJ's going to throw everything at the monster. And judging by the look on Abyss's face, he's saying, bring it, AJ, because I'm ready for you. Hogan equalizes the situation. wheeling Ric Flair out of the ringside area, bringing referee Earl Hebner down to officiate.
And AJ's he's trying to just beat down on Abyss, but it's not working.
Stop, block, rights to the top of the head. AJ tossed off. Oh, what a boot. Coming at that kind of speed and that kind of pace.
That was a little snug.
Here we go. Take him up. Oh, God.
What the hell? What a choke slam that was! AJ went through the ring! My God!
The reactions, you saw the looks on the face of the fans around here at ringside. They can't believe it. The only thing that you can see is AJ's boots.
Well, the match can't continue, so...
Well, Hulk Hogan bringing the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt down to the... Earl Hebner immediately called for the belt.
Not so fast!
Flair wheeled back down to ringside. Well, there's no way for the match to continue here. There's no ring.
Flair is livid here. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. Well, come on, Nash is in a wheelchair. What? He was in a wheelchair.
Abyss physically takes Ric Flair directly out of the wheelchair.
Wait, what's Chelsea got now?
Chelsea's got that, whatever that spray is, that mace or that cologne, whatever. And Hogan directs the spray directly into the face of Flair, and it blinds the Nature Boy.
Look at Flair, he looks like a fish out of water.
Flair flopping around.
Well,
here comes AJ and Flair's associate, Desmond Wolfe.
Look at this, just back and forth. Hogan and Abyss just pinballing him.
One from the Monster, one from the Hulkster.
Now Wolf got some mace.
Wolf blinded his wall.
How big is that hole? Well, a destruction made by the Monster Abyss with our champion's body right through the ring.
Now talk about going into the Abyss. That's what happened for AJ Styles, Desmond Wolfe, and Ric Flair. Referee Earl Hebner just had to throw this match out. What the hell else could he do, Taz?
Well, there's nothing he could do. You gotta wonder the condition of AJ Styles. I mean, I know it's an enjoyable moment right now for Abyss with Hulk Hogan, and I've personally been put through a ring. Not many people can say that, but I gotta tell you, AJ's gotta be in bad shape. Let's check out some replays of, look at this belly-to-belly suplex by Abyss. And then you see the phenomenal one himself, our champion.
Oh, how about that catapult, though, when he went face first into the steel?
And look at this.
Spiral tap off the top.
And then we assume it's mace. The referee was down and out because of the mace. Hogan brings out referee Earl Hebner and then that. Look at this shot here.
Choke slams in.
Shattered the panels and the boards.
What a night. Tonight at Destination X, Abyss may not have won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, but God, after what he did to AJ Styles, Abyss definitely still the monster of the ring.